really just Wicked with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. If you really think about it, it's the same exact plot. If you think about it,
If you think about it.
yeah. Anyway,
Hello, everyone. We are back. Hasn't been too long.
uh-uh.
Could have been longer. Certainly could have been longer.
Yeah, it was longer last time.
It was way longer last time, actually. Yeah, way longer. But we are finally back. I know our 17 subscribers are very, very much appreciative of our conversations about movies and things like that. So we are very happy to be back. We have for you, which should be releasing on Thursday, which is Christmas Day, um,
Christmas Day,
the first Christmas special of the Offscreen View. So we
the
are very happy to be
biggest
here.
movie event happening on Christmas Day. Nothing else, movie wise, is happening Christmas Day. Be here. There's no one else. There's nowhere else you should be. I don't know where you would be
Rivaled,
Christmas Day.
rivaled maybe by Marty Supreme, maybe.
Ah, yeah, Mario
Okay,
Supreme. Dream big.
their marketing
We
might be
dream
slightly
bigger.
better than ours, but it's okay.
Well,
We're
we
getting
just
there.
didn't think of it. We could. We just didn't think of it.
Hmm.
Sphere.
But we're dreaming big now. Dream big.
We're dreaming bigger. Dreaming bigger.
We
That's
are
the
excited.
off-screen view.
Yeah. But yeah, we got a pretty decent episode for you guys today. We'll be doing a little Christmas draft, drafting our favorite, our each
Mhm.
of our top 5 favorite Christmas movies, and talking a little bit about that as well as our top 3 favorite Christmas characters. So I think the goal of these drafts, I'm assuming that we've seen probably the right amount of movies between the both of us to be able to have a different list, considering it is a draft. But if we, I mean, the point of a draft is that we don't take each other's same picks, so we might have to get a little bit unique and think outside the box for some of these movies, which I think makes it more fun.
Yeah,
So I'm pretty excited for that. And then
and also I
afterwards,
think a
mhm,
lot of Christmas movies can be up for or up for debate on whether or not they are Christmas movies, and
absolutely.
we can get to that
And
down the line.
I,
But
I was going to say the exact same thing. But when we get to that, there are some movies that may not be like um like usually categorized as Christmas movies, but there's good arguments to be made if just sort of the overall vibes and things like that. So we can sort of take
yeah,
that on a movie by movie basis. So then afterwards, that game will be the main event, and then we'll talk a little bit of Wicked for Good, since that seems to be one of the bigger releases in the month of December. And then we will talk a little bit about some new movie news. We got a couple of really big trailers coming out for Avengers Doomsday and for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. So we can talk a little bit about that and our thoughts. But first, before we jump into that, Jake, uh, you've been through a lot these past couple of months
in a good way.
in a good way. Yeah. So,
In a good way.
go ahead and take us
Um,
through, what's been new with you, if you've been watching anything recently, but any major changes in your life, things like that.
yeah, yeah. So, I come to you now from my new apartment on my new couch. It's a work in progress. As you can see, there's no movie posters behind me, but hopefully by the next episode, there will be. Comment below what you think you want me, because I'm thinking maybe if I should do like trilogy of movies or really just movies I like, or I kind of have a Western vibe for my apartment, so maybe I should do Good, the Bad, the Ugly trilogy. I'm not really sure the
That'd be
Sergio
cool.
Leone type thing. So
That'd be really
we'll
cool.
figure that out. We'll figure that out. But yeah, so new apartment, same job, same lovely girlfriend, same town, same city, different month, same year, not for long. Uh, I mean, that honestly really covers it all. Um, Chugging along, doing my thing. If anybody needs insurance in Nevada or Texas, me, Jake Johnson. Not Jake, not from State Farm, which is my Instagram. If you want to follow that too.
Gotta keep,
But yeah, I mean, movie wise, let's see.
you've been
I
watching a
knew you were
lot
not gonna like
lately.
this. I
You've
have
been
been
you've been
watching a
very
lot
active.
lately. Yeah, I've been watching a little bit more just because it's kind of been a little bit slower. I've been sick also the past week, so that's also contributed to that. But when they say that Letterbox is truly an unemployed person's full time job, they mean it because my watch list has grown a lot since I got full time job. But I'm
Mhm.
just gonna start it right off the bat with a little bit of controversy, just because. Why not? Let's discuss. I watched Trap, but I didn't like it at all, and I don't understand the hype behind it. I really don't. I think it was dumb, and I think that if it was directed by anybody else, it would be a Hallmark movie. That's number one. Number two, The Long Walk, top five this year. I'd say The Long Walk is top five movies this year. Had to get a Pedialyte after that. I'll admit it.
Did
I'll
you
admit it.
rewatch it
Had to get a P. I
or
didn't
no?
rewatch it. I saw it once in theaters.
So it's just been on your mind a little bit, or what?
It's been on my mind because I just finished Eight Welcome to Derry, and so you got the
Oh,
Stephen
watch that.
King
Yeah, I heard
in
that. I heard
there,
that. I heard
and then
that ended well. They had a pretty good ending. Yeah.
you know, I think it might be better than two movies. I think it might be better than two movies. They're doing three seasons, so they have this one, and they're jumping back 27 years. That's going to be season two, and they're jumping back 27 years, and that's going to be season three. So it's a three season
Oh,
back and back type deal. So it's a prequel sequel. It's very interesting how they do it.
interesting. No, that's yeah. No, yeah, I need to
Yeah,
check that out.
so
I will
I
check it out.
highly
Yeah.
recommend it. Also, it's scarier than the movies. Honestly, I think so.
Mhm.
Like I couldn't watch that shit alone during only during the day. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I mean
Mhm.
we covered all the bases. Merry Christmas to everybody. Um,
Mhm.
when you see this, it will be Christmas because I know that you guys are all counting down the seconds until we post next. Calling my shot. Calling our shot. Right there. There it is. But yeah, that's new in Jake's world. What about you, Angel?
Yeah. My life has been a lot less eventful than Jake's, I think, for these past couple months, because he's got the new apartment and things like that. He's been very busy. So I feel a little bit annoying. I've been the one kind of pestering, please shoot an episode, please shoot an episode. But he's
I
been
feel bad about it.
he's been
You
moving
shouldn't
in
feel
and
bad
stuff.
about it. I feel
So
bad about it.
well, yeah, but I know you got like your life and stuff. You got like big things and all that. I mean I am doing things, but it's like I am still in college, so it's not like I'm ever that my time is ever that weighed down. No, I've been good though. It's for the better part of the last month or so, maybe a little bit over that. I've been concerned with like law school stuff, doing applications and things like that. And now I'm actually hearing back. So I've gotten into a few. So it's been good news. Recently I'll keep hearing more. I got a pretty decent scholarship from Creighton Law. So
Hmm.
I'll definitely take that into consideration. So we'll see about that. But yeah, that's been great. Other than that, I mean, let's see, I'm back home now. We're on our break from college, so I'm just kind of hanging with family. That's what I've been doing for like the past 2 weeks, just kind of working. Don't really have too much going on. Um, let's see. I Yeah, I mean, I've been watching stuff lately, but not really at like a high frequency. Um, Kind of just here and there whenever I find the time. I guess most notably, I saw Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair in theaters, so that was pretty cool. Um, just because that's the longest time I've ever spent in a movie theater. I mean, it was insane. I was
How
pretty
long
drained
was
by
that?
the end. It was like of just pure runtime, it was literally like 4.5 hours.
Hmm.
But they luckily they gave you like a 15-minute intermission. So I got some snacks and stuff, and basically spent the whole day in the theater. But it was cool because I always kind of just wondered what that would be like seeing it on the big
Nice.
screen. So that was pretty nice. Let's see, anything else notable? I mean, not really. I haven't really been watching many shows. Been watching a little bit more Park Chan Wook for literally no reason at all. Just felt like watching more of his filmography. He has another movie this year which is doing really well, so I want to check that out. Called No Other Choice. But I've just been watching a lot of his other stuff because I rewatched Old Boy with some friends. So I just kind of got into a bit of a streak of watching that. Saw a good movie from this year called Blue Moon, the new Richard Linklater movie with Ethan Hawke, and that was really interesting. I think you'd like that one, Jake.
Hmm.
Um, it's kind of a short and simplistic like concept. It's just about like I guess the co-writer of or not the co-writer, but basically like the guy who wrote Oklahoma, like the famous American play.
Oklahoma. Yes, that one.
Yeah. So like
Yeah,
obviously that guy's famous for making that. But what people don't know is he had a partner who he had written a lot of other stuff with before that, that they were also famous together before the guy made Oklahoma and kind of split off into his own career. But the movie's about him, like his partner, who was played by Ethan Hawke, and he's sort of like this middle-aged man going through a midlife crisis about his partner's success, his like individual success without him, and it like takes place in a bar, and there's like a celebration happening, and he's sort of just like spiraling out a little bit and assessing
it's like
like
one location.
the body of his work. Yeah, it's like one location,
Huh.
and it's just like it's mostly just conversation, which is very Richard Linklater for all those have seen his other movies, like Days of Confused, Before Sunrise. Like it's just about conversations about someone in a specific moment of their life, specific era of their life. But I liked it a lot. It was very moving. Ethan Hawke is like such a good actor. Like I don't think it gets said enough. He's just like so
It's very good.
fantastic. It's just
Very, very good.
it's unbelievable. Um, but yeah, no, I mean that's honestly, if anything, I'm behind. Like, there's a lot of stuff I plan on watching. I definitely want to watch Welcome to Dairy. I would need to watch Stranger Things. Um, I don't need to. Yeah, I'm actually on the same boat with Joe here or with Jake here. I'm in the same boat. Like, I want to watch it just because other people want me to watch it, but I'm not like dying to see get caught up on it.
I did start Mad Men though
Really interesting.
about 2 weeks ago, and I'm on season two now.
Mhm,
And I think it's crazy to me that that movie came out before streaming because
mhm,
it's such like a you have to pay attention type TV show. And I know all TV shows obviously you have to pay attention to. I mean, duh, you're not gonna. I'm not the type of guy to be on my phone while I'm watching a TV show or like be in the other room or have it on in the background if I've never seen it before. If I've seen like New Girl, Friends, Seinfeld, stuff like that, that's a background show. But I mean, for Mad Men, it's like everybody told me, and they were right. Every sentence, like you have to be locked in on that. Like there's so much nuance and detail, and even the costumes and the looks that people give each other. And I think it's phenomenal. It's a story of America. And speaking of stories about America, um, I think top three favorite movies of the year: Train Dreams.
I
Now
recently
I
saw it as
don't.
well,
You
and I
recently,
loved it.
yes,
Yeah.
it's when I watched it, I was like, this is such an angel movie because I don't, it's like the vibe of it. It was like very introspective, very quiet, just takes you on a journey.
Mhm.
For those who don't know, it's a Netflix original movie, which I know you're like, oh, Netflix, yeah, wild stuff, and it's with Joel
Yeah, sh
Edgerton.
yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
He plays the
Yeah.
young Uncle Owen in the Phantom Menace, or yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
correct.
the Phantom
Yeah.
Menace, or Attack of the Clones, and then yes, Revenge of the Sith. But yeah, it's about this guy, this logger in Idaho, and I won't spoil anything. It's just a story about a guy's life.
Mhm, and
It's
his wife is Felicity Jones, right? The girl from
correct.
Rogue
Felicity
One, and
Jones, and they have the guy from Shameless,
oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
patriarch
yeah.
from
Mhm.
in there. He's in there too. Also, have you seen Knives Out? Wake Up Dead Man?
I think you know this, I've not seen any of the Knives Out movies.
What? I did
I
not know
know.
that actually. I
No,
did
that's
not
like
know
a
that at
major
all.
blind spot of mine, a major blind spot, I know, I just haven't gotten to it. But I've heard great things about the 3rd one. I've heard it was amazing.
It was. That's all I'll say about it. I think between that movie, Wake Up Dead Man, and Silence, I think those two movies are the greatest
Religious commentaries.
films about, yeah, just religion, specifically Christianity, and specifically Catholicism, which Angel and I are both a part of.
Hmm.
And you know, I won't give it away, but it's very much, both arguments are presented, for, obviously there's been a lot of bad things that have happened in the past and are still happening. with organized religion in general, but Catholicism. But it's such, I don't know. I really don't want to give it away because like there's a speech about it, and there's a specific scene where he's on the phone. If you know, you know when he's on the phone, where the movie stops dead in its tracks, but it kind of also it stopped me dead in my tracks. It's like, are we doing this? Because I feel like the easy route, honestly, is to go like, oh yeah, the priest make a joke, and there are those moments in that film for sure. But also, it has a reverence for it's source material, and Ryan Johnson is self-proclaimed atheist, but he grew up in a Christian household, and as
Really?
he says, he
Mhm.
still has a reverence and respect and understanding of that world, and that comes across beautifully in Wake Up Dead Man. So I highly recommend that. I think it's neck and neck with the first Knives Out, and the first Knives Out I think is like my top 20 favorite movies of all time.
Hmm.
So yeah, very, very good.
That's yeah, that really interests me because I didn't think that those movies like really tackle that kind of subject matter. Like in my
The
mind, I just
first
I mean,
one,
having not seen it, I thought they were just mostly about the mystery and not about like
yeah,
that kind of thing.
yeah, the first one's like class system. Second one is
Okay.
tech billionaires, and that one kind of falls off because the message is like, we get it. Tech billionaires are weird, and people fall like we get it. But
Right.
this one, it takes a whole because honestly, the mystery takes a back seat to everything. Like
Really?
there was a time there was a point in the movie where I was like, oh yeah, shit, like there's a killer on the loose still. Like we haven't. So
Mhm.
yeah, I recommend that one.
Cool. Oh yeah, I'm absolutely. Have been meaning to get caught up on that on those movies for a while. Definitely Knives Out at the very least because yeah, it's popular for a reason. So
Yeah,
I definitely need to check that out. But yes, you're absolutely right about Train Dreams. Train Dreams was phenomenal. Extremely moving. I think again one of those. It's very like clearly directed towards men. So I mean, I think men will appreciate it a little bit more. Everyone will love it, but it's to me it was like sort of a man's journey through grieving and not really finding his place. And also, I was gonna say like if you like that style of movie, like the whole thing is very Terrence Malick, like
hmm,
to the point where it's like some of the shots were clearly inspired by Malick, which I like. I think he was paying homage a lot to Terrence Malick as a director, but I've already told you my thoughts on him, which is like I think some of his movies will be strapped in and like this is my thing, and then the other ones are just like frankly just dreadful to get through because they're just boring. I think that's sort of
it
the
happens.
universal take on Terrence Malick. So if you ever find time to watch any of his movies, yeah, it was very Malick esque. That's all I kept thinking about when I was watching it. But great movie though, yeah, very
Hmm.
and very well acted as well. So
Oh
I
yeah.
was a fan. Okay. So with that being said, I guess we'll move on here into our Christmas draft, everyone. Just to make sure I'm situating this right.
I'm gonna go turn on the AC. It's 80 degrees on
All right.
Christmas Eve in Texas here.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm in Florida, so it's probably around the same here. See.
I thought I'd hate. I thought I'd be really upset at it. I kind of like waking up this morning and just getting in my car and driving instead of scraping off ice, warming the car up, cold hands. It was nice just getting and go. So,
Mhm.
and if you're wondering what I wore to work today, Jake Knott from State Farm 22 on Instagram. It'll only be up there for about 18 more hours.
I'll have to check that out.
So,
Oh
so
no, I saw it. I saw it. Yeah, I saw it.
yeah, my Christmas suit. My
Yeah,
Christmas suit.
you show the
Very
pod if you want.
overdressed for, you know, but
Yeah.
it's what it is. When I walk in the room, I call Hispanic SD kid. Listen, I was a fan before all this nonsense. I was a fan before all this nonsense. I don't associate with those weirdos that think it's cool now. Thought it was cool before Sweet Tea, Timothy Chalamet. Sweet Tea. I'm trying to coin that term. I can't take credit for that. That's my friend Cole, but I like it, so I'm using it.
Alrighty. So we have our little draft here. Let's see. What's the best way to go about this? Do we think we should do the films first and then the characters, or what do you think?
I think we should do characters first because I think the characters will give us kind of a hint as to what the films could be. Um,
Well, the characters in movies don't have to align.
well, no,
They
I
can
know
all be
that. I'm
different.
just saying,
Yeah.
oft. I think they will a little bit though. I think they
Okay.
will.
Yeah. No, it's definitely possible. Yeah. But
Well,
once.
for me, they will probably align. So I'm
Okay. Well, no, that's yeah. That's well. Okay. No. So we should actually probably set some rules about this. So I think that obviously the point of a draft, this is our first draft on the pod. When something
mm,
is chosen, it is no longer up for grabs.
sure.
Um, do we think
Oh, I
that
know
we should not
exactly
be
what
able
the
to
number
use the same
one
movie in
is.
the character from a movie?
I think we shouldn't do stuff like Santa, if that makes you know what I
No,
mean?
yeah, no, that's fair. Um,
Because that could mean, or I guess specifically, we could do if you say Santa, you have to say a specific Santa from a specific movie.
no, yeah,
Like
no,
if you,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, no,
so
that
actually reverse that. We'll do that.
right, yeah, that's not my thing. Like, I think that makes sense. Like, if you were gonna do Santa, you do it from like the Santa Claus movie or something. But
Yeah,
like,
that's
what
good
I'm
too.
saying, what I'm saying is like, you can't take um Kevin McAllister and Home Alone because they're from the same movie. You know, like
You're
I
saying
think
that if you choose the character, you can't choose the movie.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they should all be like from different media. Do you think? Because we're not really choosing that many. Like we might be able to
Fine,
keep it different enough. Unless you think that'll
fine.
be too difficult, then we don't have to do that. But like, I just think it'll be boring if like three of our favorite characters are from three of our top five movies. You know?
Yeah, it's fair because they will probably be the main characters too.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's exactly my point. Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
exactly, by the way, I know exactly who you're thinking of right now, and I'm taking that guy for me. I know exactly who you want.
No.
You're
No.
not getting him. I know exactly. No, no, no. I know exactly who you want right now. I'm getting that guy.
Okay. Well, if that's what's going on, then we're gonna do a good old fashioned coin toss for who goes first.
Yes.
All right. Oh, okay. So let's do what was I gonna say? Let's do. So, but do you think we should? So you think we should do character like all the characters first, and then all the movies?
Character then movie.
Character, the movie, character. So just alternate, or
No,
characters.
characters and then movies.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So let's do. What do you think of a coin toss for who goes first? That seems fair.
Yes. Has
Okay.
to be.
Let me pull up Google's trustworthy coin toss.
I want to see this, by the way.
I know. I'm gonna share the screen for this. This is
Okay.
serious business.
And this better not be pre-recorded.
No,
'Cause
it's
that
not.
would be
I'm pulling it up
not.
right now.
Ooh, I just thought of another Christmas character. Let me pull up. Oh, I did what I've started to do what you have done, where I will have my top four on Letterboxd for the season. I think it's fun, and it's not permanent, but I think it's fun to go on Letterboxd and have oh, these are my top four Christmas. So I've started to do that for my top four. And if you think that your top four movie lover 0123 has reviewed Daddy's Home 2, which is not in my favorite, but such a Christmas classic. I'd bet a pretty penny that in about 2 years' time, this movie will be regarded as one of the great Christmas movies amongst the likes of Home Alone, Red One, and The Conjuring. You absolutely cannot beat the classics. Movie lover 0123, Andrew, listen. Honestly, if we're going to be completely honest about it, I love Daddy's Home 2, and I think it is a Christmas classic. But it's not in
I have
this
zero memory
list.
of that movie. It's been so many
It's
years.
John Cena, Mel Gibson,
That's all I
John
remember.
Lithgow.
Don't remember that. Actually, no, I do remember that. I do remember that.
Do they? It has the best Christmas song of all time. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Christmas song. That's That's an
Yeah.
obscure question. I don't know.
It's not. What do you mean obscure question? We're on Christmas movie characters and Christmas movies.
Christmas song. Well, what does Christmas song mean? Like for
Like
in the context of a movie?
just
Like
what's your favorite Christmas song?
like okay, like in general, my favorite Christmas song.
Yeah.
Probably that's a good question. I gotta think. Maybe Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
That's good.
What
Now I
about
feel
you?
bad about mine.
What is it? Something goofy?
It's Christmas time. Gosh, it's so good. It's so good. It's the only Christmas song I do not play because I want to hear it organically. I want the Christmas magic to bring it to me. And if that's
Okay.
dumb as a 23-year-old to say, you should have more fun in your life.
All right. Heads or tails?
Scrooge. I shall go tails.
Tails. Let us see.
By the way, this is not hot chocolate.
Yes!
This is,
I got way too excited for that.
that looks
It's
like
not
a
that
tail.
serious.
Is that tail?
That's a heads.
Mm,
Can I zoom in on that? Yeah, I can.
I feel like
There.
this was pre-recorded.
Wasn't nope. That's just fate. That's fate bringing
For the record, this is not hot chocolate. It's tea. I don't know if anybody was wondering, but all right, just go, just pick.
There's a chance we're
Let's
not talking
do
about
it.
the same person. There's a chance we're not talking
I
about
know
the
we
same
are
person.
because there's only one right answer. I know we are, unless you go crazy with a pick that I didn't know. I don't see coming at all, but I know what you're gonna do.
Okay. Are you ready? For my first top 3 Christmas character, I'm going with a pick that I feel like is mine, and frankly, I think it's a little bit nasty of Jake to try to steal it from me like that.
What are you
Knowing I introduced him to this character, and he's just he's one of the more niche picks you'll be seeing in this draft. Unless we're talking about other people, which judging by his expression, we might be talking about different people. I am taking Mr. Dr. Bill Hartford from Eyes Wide Shut.
That is not at all what we're
Oh.
completely on different moods right now. We're in completely different universes right now. Okay, this is funny because this okay. All right, we're fine. We're safe. We're cool. We're good.
I really don't know who
I
he was
was
going to pick.
literally
Now
talking
I'm
to
so
Samantha
curious.
about this on the way home from work. I was like,
Mhm.
if he takes number 1, I will be very upset because my entire list will fall apart. But this is good. You didn't choose him.
Wow. Yeah, I'm very interested to see who was on your mind. Okay, so that's my first character. And so per the rules that we just established, I cannot take Eyes Wide Shut as one of my top 5 Christmas films. Let me go ahead and add. Oops. Okay. Dr. Bill Hartford, Eyes Wide Shut. So I can no longer take Eyes Wide Shut, and Jake can no longer take anything from Eyes Wide Shut. Although I don't think he was planning on it,
Now
but that's
I'm
all right.
wondering, should I go the character of the movie?
Oh yeah, you can choose whichever one you want. I think.
But I don't know what.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because if you're only going to choose one from each, like, do you
Yeah.
want the character more or the movie more? That yeah, it's a
Okay.
genuine concern.
Okay. All right. Okay. For my number 1 pick, overall draft pick, you know that video of Pat McAfee saying, "Give me Alabama." Give me George Bailey. Number 1 overall draft pick, George Bailey. It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh.
I can't believe you didn't pick that as your number 1. I'm shocked.
It's
Black and white movie too. I'm shocked.
This is gonna be like sad. It's actually been so long since I've seen it, but I knew if I rewatched it, it would have jumped to one of my favorites. Like, it's been long enough to where I honestly forgot a lot of it, but I do remember liking it. No, it's bad. Like, I need to watch it. Have you rewatched it this year, or has it been like a year?
No, not yet. But I hope to tomorrow or the day after tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously like objectively like the best. That is the Christmas pick. I don't know if
Give me
we'll see a
too
better
much
one than that
Bailey.
this draft. But
Yeah. American War Hero too. He fought in World War II. You schmucks. Also, if you're watching this for the first time, or not watching this, but you want to watch It's a Wonderful Life for the first time, don't watch it in color. Don't don't. This sounds very snobby of me, but don't watch it in color. And you're like, why? Honestly, I don't really have a good reason why. But who was it? Was it Zack Snyder? Who was it that said movies? If a movie can't be understood in black and white, it shouldn't. Somebody said something like that one time. Anyway, um, it's from 1947, I think. It's very good. Anyway, I recommend it.
all right,
Little sleeper pick.
little sleeper pick. You heard the man. And if you want to know more of his taste, remember to follow our letterboxes, which are on our names right there. Please, we are desperately cloud chasing on
I hide
Letterboxd.
behind that
It's one
phone.
of our big goals for 2026. Grow our platforms on both TikTok. Actually, excuse me, these are our TikToks on our thing.
Oh,
But so follow
speaking of
both.
which, this
Yes.
is, I guess, a good time to bring this up. We got superlatives at my Christmas party last Thursday. I got most likely to quote a movie on a closing call, or I think it was cold call. Anyway, one of those.
Mhm.
So I will be framing that next to my future posters, hopefully over here.
Mhm.
And I've had a few people come up to me at the office and say, Jake, I've never worked at a place where I'm not the movie guy. I was dropping Bong Joon Ho hits at lunch yesterday. At lunch over
Were you?
tacos. I was going Old Boy. I was going Okaja. I
Don't
was going
let's be careful.
Snowpiercer.
That's Park Chan Wook.
Parasite. Huh?
Let's be careful. That's Park Chan Wook. Well, old boy.
No,
That
that's okay. Okay. All right. This is great because I thought I was going crazy. Okay. I literally was naming Bong Joon-ho movies, and then my boss's boss came in and he was like, "Oh yeah, I love Old Boy," and I was like, "I don't really think that's Old Boy, but I could be mistaken. Maybe it's been a while since I've watched it." So I was like, "Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Like that's my favorite."
good
Now that you
instincts.
mention that, that's
Good
great because
instincts. Yeah.
now that you're
Because
saying that, I was like, I don't think that's not his style, by the way.
no, I mean, and the names do actually sound a little bit similar too. So it's very easy to confuse Bong Joon Ho and Park Chan Wook. But yeah,
Fun fact:
different
Angel and
filmmakers.
I once pre-gamed the bar. Angel and I once pre-gamed the bar with Bud Light and Old Boy.
It's
If you
true.
haven't seen Old Boy, you don't know how crazy of a statement that is.
That
That was
was a
actually a really
choice for
fun night.
sure. No, we didn't
It
we did didn't we watch Taxi Driver before that? Wasn't it like a double feature pregame or no?
No, we wanted to watch Taxi Driver, and I was talking shit about Taxi Driver, and you got upset.
Oh, oh yeah, because we ended up watching Taxi Driver the next night, and then we watched Baby Driver after that, and
Yeah.
everyone liked Baby Driver more, which did not surprise me. But yeah, okay, yeah, that's okay. So your pick is George Bailey, and mine is Hartford. Now it's back to me. Question is, do I want to go movie or character decisions? I think I'm going to go movie. Because there's a couple that I think I'll get back around to. They won't get taken off the board just yet, and I really really want this. I don't think Jake's seen this, so I think this is good. I'm going to be taking The Holdovers,
Uh,
which is a recent Christmas movie, if you want to call it that. Came out in 2023, I believe, and yeah, I think basically everyone that's watched it is like it's kind of an instant classic. Alexander Payne, collaborating again with Paul Giamatti, and it's just, I mean, just the most heartwarming movie. I love this thing so much. I unfortunately have not actually watched it again since the first time that I watched it, so it's been a long time. But I definitely am planning on getting back to it before the year ends. I love this movie so much. It is really just like a big warm hug of a movie. It's sort of like it's hard to find like quality coming of age movies these days for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. But I mean, maybe because it's just like we're living in a new time, so it's hard to sort of relate to the current era of things. But like, I mean, there was a lot of like Dead Poet Society vibes in a happy sense because it's like a boarding school, and also like a lot of Goodwill Hunting stuff because you have the main kid who is sort of going through some stuff and has some trauma going on, and Paul Giamatti is kind of a recluse himself, and they're both living kind of like not the best lives, and they get left at the school during Christmas and they can't go home, so they're together in the boarding school for like a month, just a teacher and a student that don't really like each other, and then a cook as well, and they're both kind of just stuck there, and it's just an incredible, like the description can't really do the movie justice. It just brings you so much Christmas cheer in the best way. So everyone, please watch The Holdovers. Instant classic. Such a great movie. And I'm glad. I really wanted that on my board, so I'm glad you didn't take it. I wasn't sure if you'd watched it or not, but yeah, it's great.
It's quickly becoming apparent to me what type of list you're gonna have and what type of list I'm gonna have. Just because something's mainstream doesn't make it bad. And so, with that being said, my number 2 Christmas character is the Grinch. Because I had to.
Which one?
Well, can I ask a question real quick? If I go character from one movie, can I do movie for another movie, but it's a different movie? Does that make sense?
I do not know what you just said.
So, like, if there's 2 movies, but there are 2, like, they're 2 movies, but it's the same movie, but the 2 main characters of those 2 movies are different, can I do the character and the movie? No.
Oh, so are you saying like if you were to take the Grinch character from one Grinch movie and then take
Correct.
a different Grinch movie?
Correct. Honestly, these are our own rules, so it's kind of up to you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you think?
Well, I will just, if it's just across the board Grinch, I will go Grinch. But if you're making me choose which Grinch, I don't want to choose which Grinch.
You don't want to choose
Because
which Grinch?
because I think the animated movie is better, but I think that the Jim Carrey Grinch is funnier. So I want that character, but I want that movie.
Yeah, so okay, so I think you would have to choose, do you want the character or the movie?
Okay.
That's my thoughts on it.
Then I will go Jim Carrey's The Grinch.
Yeah, no, I see exactly what you're saying though, because the animated
movie
is way better.
It's like, but they're different enough where it would be different, but yeah.
Well, I think, but it's just the Grinch character, I mean, I think for the same reason we're not going to have different Santa Clauses drafted on here, because it's just Santa Claus.
We would have, okay, all right.
I mean, even if you took, because the Santa Claus is in so many movies that like that's the most extreme example. Well, Santa Claus is being different.
The Santa Claus from Santa Claus is Coming to Town is very different than David Harbour's Violent Night Santa Claus.
That's true, but
like
it's still
those two
Santa
aren't
Claus.
Even the same character. Well,
I mean, it's still Santa Claus.
Fine.
Fine.
Grinch.
Okay. Grinch. Jim Carrey, from the Jim Carrey one, right?
From the Jim Carrey, The Grinch.
When did that come out? 2000. Okay. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, 2000. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, 2000. That's when it came out.
The Grinch is older than me. Wow. That's crazy. No. Don't put that on my film.
I'm stupid. My bad.
I'm sorry, people. I don't really like it. I think also, I think that the focus on the Grinch versus Santa Claus in our current society speaks volumes. What does it say? It's up for you to decide.
Okay. Great picks. I mean, those are 2 great characters, honestly. Your draft is already looking pretty strong.
We're going mainstream, but I feel like you need these characters for Christmas. I will say third choice is, we'll get there.
Yeah, by the way, remember to comment on whose draft you think is better. Because this make no mistake, this is a competition, a friendly competition among hosts. So it's one of us.
Can you believe he went first?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
What? Anyway, what
So
is your third pick?
okay, that is a good question. That is a great question. I think just make sure I'm not leaving anything out. Um, yeah, I think I am going for a more unique list a little bit because I'm trying to think a little bit outside the box here. Um, but I should also go a little bit classic because I don't want to. I got to be honest with myself too. Like, there's some movies that I really want to have. I'm going to go Home Alone 2: Lost in New York,
Mm.
which is no
And his
surprise.
favorite character is Trump from Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
That's definitely someone's out there. No question about that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this movie, and this is like one of those unofficial Christmas movies, because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not. It takes place during Christmas, but it's like not really a Christmas movie, right? Wouldn't you say? Or
I
no? Well,
disagree with that.
I guess they do play it on Christmas channels, don't they? Like during the winter season and
It's
stuff.
Home Alone 2.
But are they both Christmas movies to you? Like,
Yeah.
but in the official sense, like in the same way, like I don't know, like Elf is or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, I could just be wrong about that. Well, I think because I watched them kind of, I think growing up I watched them year round, so I think that's why.
Oh, well,
Like
that's strange.
they're never movies that I like reserved for the holidays for some reason. I don't know why. Home Alone
Hmm.
2 is just a banger. Like, I can watch that movie anytime. I don't know why,
Hmm.
but
Why do you like it more than the first one?
I think just the New York vibes, just seeing the city and the snow and stuff, and like don't get me wrong, I love Home Alone, I do, but it's like Home Alone really does not feel like it feels to me way less Christmas if I'm being completely honest. Like it honestly just feels
Hmm.
like aside from like if the house didn't have Christmas decorations, I wouldn't really see what's Christmassy about it. Because other than that, it's just like a kid planning pranks against home invaders, which I love. Like it's nostalgic and stuff. Like I have a lot of fun with it. But it's like it's not obvious to me what's Christmassy about that movie aside from like the decorations in the house. Well, I mean, I guess the family went away and stuff. That was the reason they
Well, they
left.
go away on Christmas vacation, and
Right.
then he learns to the family. I
And then you
guess you're
what?
right. I guess you know what? I guess you're right. That could happen at any time. Like it could be in the summer, and they left on summer vacation.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I think because they were in Florida too, like they didn't go somewhere Christmassy either. So like seeing
I will
Florida and then seeing
say,
the house.
Home Alone debate on whether it being a Christmas movie or not is a strange way. I didn't think that that would be where we start the Christmas debate,
Oh no,
but
it's absolutely a Christmas movie. I'm not disputing that. I just think I'm more about like how obvious is it that it's a Christmas movie. You know, like in the same sense again, like as Elf or something. Like
mhm,
movies where there's just no question. Like, yeah, you watch it, that's
that's
a Christmas
true.
movie. And Home Alone 2 to me just seems more Christmassy. But that's just my weird take on it. Again, not having seen these movies in a while. So
Yeah.
take that with a grain of salt.
Okay.
But yeah, okay, so that's my pick. What is your pick, Jake?
My third pick. Give me Gizmo.
Gizmo.
Give me the Mogwai Gizmo. Listen, there's a lot of debate about whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not. And I think that both sides of that, actually, no, it's 100% is a Christmas movie because I'm the guy that's putting a gremlin for my top three Christmas characters. But let me tell you something about Gremlins is more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard is. Now that I'm thinking about it, Gremlins is more of a Christmas movie than Home Alone is. And let me explain. What is Gizmo? He's a Mogwai. But what is he? He's a Christmas gift. Everything is decorated for Christmas. Everything is snowy. There's Christmas lights, there's Christmas trees, there's
Mhm.
Christmas. The girl tells the story that traumatized me a lot when I was little about how her dad died getting stuck in a chimney dressed as Santa Claus. That had no business being in that movie. I would enjoy that movie a lot more if that scene was not in it.
Mm.
You want to talk about TMI? That's TMI. That's I thought that was always out of place. But Gremlins, Gizmo. Gizmo is really cool. He's really cute. He's awesome.
He's adorable.
Uh, he's
Fun
an
fact,
adorable little Mogwai. Yeah.
hopefully you know this. Do you know that if you're on the Letterboxd app, has to be on your phone, the phone version. If you're on the Letterboxd app on your phone and you shake your phone, like physically shake it between midnight and 1 a.m. on any given day, Gremlins will appear on your screen. Did you know this?
What? I did not know that.
Any time of year, it'll happen. Yeah, between midnight and 1 a.m. If you shake your phone while on the Letterboxd app, Gremlins will like appear on the screen. This is a little Easter
You
egg for
heard
you.
it here first, folks. That's awesome.
I couldn't
That's
believe
super
it.
cool.
I did it by accident. It scared the shit out of me one time. I was like, I was like, I was like peeing like while I was scrolling Letterbox. I was doing a good old fashioned multitask, and I literally like dropped it and like made so much noise in my house. It was crazy. It was crazy.
That's I gotta do that tonight. They say
Yeah,
don't feed the gremlins after midnight, or I guess the Mogwai, because they will become gremlins. But when are you allowed to feed them again? You see what I mean?
I see exactly what you mean.
So gremlins, Gizmo, Mogwai, great.
Great pick. Love that pick. So Jake has
Gizmo.
decided to go straight through all his characters. So he'll just be on his films now.
Yes, I have.
Um, what direction do I want to go here? Is there any characters that I really want off the board? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Actually, yeah, I want this character just because he's very dear to me. I'm gonna go Edward Scissorhands, Tim Burton classic here. Now, this is one that I think I'm okay if there's some dispute about this one being a Christmas movie, but to me, it is a Christmas movie. Um, just because like I don't know. I think like Tim Burton really sells the vibe here, and like it's. I don't want to use like 2 or 3 scenes alone as my entire argument, but like there are some. There's a wait. Have you seen it? I don't know. Have you seen it, Jake? I forgot.
No,
Okay, okay.
I
Most of
have
the
not.
movie is honestly not Christmassy. If I'm being complete. It honestly feels more Halloween because it's like Edward Scissorhands is
What's this
like
guy doing?
he's
I
a little
don't.
bit scared. You have to, but believe me when you watch it. Okay, the scenes that he has with Winona Ryder when it's like snowing, and just the part in general where it snows, like sell this movie's entire vibe. Like you can even see like if you look at the posters on Letterboxd, they're all like Christmas vibe. It's
Do
hard to
you think
explain.
that Edward Scissorhands is more of a Christmas movie than the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
No,
Okay.
if I had it, no, I'd say no.
Do you think Edward Scissorhands is more of a Christmas movie than Iron Man 2?
Yes,
Excuse me,
yes,
Iron Man 3.
yeah, I'd say so. Well, that's a good question. Yeah, I mean, like it's again like for me the aesthetic is more Christmassy, but more Christmas stuff is honestly probably going on in Iron Man 3. You know what I mean by that?
Okay,
Like Nick,
we'll
like
allow it.
it's a weird,
We'll allow
it's a fantasy world, so it's like you're not going to see Christmas decorations, or at least I don't remember seeing any Christmas decorations. But I think it did take place during the winter at one point in the movie because there was snow. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, but um, I swear I researched this a little bit though. Like people do consider it a Christmas movie. I wonder what does Google say about this? Yeah, it's widely considered a Christmas movie because the entire arc unfolds during the Christmas season. Okay, so maybe I'm not doing it justice with my explanation here. Yeah, it all takes place during Christmas, and yeah. Okay, so this is what I yeah. There's
Christmas.
it features a magical snowfall from ice sculptures, and it's sort of about like love and
Okay.
kindness and things like that, and acceptance.
Okay.
So I think it works. Again,
Okay.
an unorthodox pick. I mean, it's more Christmassy than Eyes Wide Shut, and I still consider that a Christmas movie. You know, I mean,
We'll allow it.
Eyes
What
Wide
about
Shut is only in
American
there because of
Made?
the Christmas tree. You said what?
American Made. What
I haven't seen
about?
it
Do
actually
you
with Tom
think
Cruise.
Edward Scissorhands? Do you think Edward Scissorhands is more of a Christmas movie than American Psycho?
Yeah,
Okay.
American Psycho just has like the one scene
Agree.
going for it,
Disagree.
like
Yes, but they.
the Christmas party, right? That's
Yeah.
literally it. I mean, yeah, of course I think it's more Christmassy. No one considers American Psycho a Christmas movie. No one.
You've never been to the Johnson household on Christmas Eve, then?
Are you serious? Are you being serious?
No,
Oh, okay.
not at all.
I was like, what?
No,
This is an actual
no.
bro. You never know what's going on in somebody's home, man. You never know.
That would be really weird. I don't know how. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I mean that's like a Halloween movie for if it was gonna be anything, you know. But
Mm,
um, okay, yeah, I guess I'll take that. I just really wanted that character. Love Johnny Depp. Okay, what's your next? What's your? Oh, you also well, I guess is this? It's not. It's not really ranked. There's no order here, so take your first movie pick.
Number one, and I am ranking them. Number one shall be A Christmas Story.
Really?
Yes,
Is there? They recently made a sequel, right? Like a few years ago.
they made A Christmas Story,
Oh, that's right.
which
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the second one. I watched it once. I
Nothing about it.
couldn't tell. I honestly couldn't tell you what the plot of that movie is.
Weak sauce.
And except for the bully coming back as a grown adult, spoilers. Uh, I don't honestly. When I think Christmas Story these days, I think Kane's ads. But A Christmas Story to me is very relatable. It's very much how my mom kind of was when I was little and is now. It's very much how my dad was when I was little, and I just
Mhm.
see my parents a lot in those two characters. And I see my brother a lot in the younger brother as well, and so that's very meaningful to me, I guess. And just the vibe of it, it's like in Chicago, the cold. They're all dressed up in like the 50s, 40s. I don't know what it was made in the 80s, but I think it takes place in the 50s. I think.
Mhm.
And it's hilarious. I think it's funny. I think it's very unique sometimes, and just like when they sped it up and they're running that way, and I think that's hilarious. I think it's really funny. And I also just think it's really nice coming of age story as well.
Mhm.
And one year my dad did the exact same thing his dad did to him with the Red Ryder BB gun to me. Like I thought I had opened all my presents, and he was like, "What's that behind the thing?" And he did the exact same thing. And so, yeah, I love the Christmas Story. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. Actually, I watch it every year on Christmas Eve. Only one time a year, just to keep that.
Yeah, iconic stuff. I haven't seen that in years, but I should rewatch it because
It's
it
really
is
good.
good. Yeah,
It's really good.
you know I remember being terrified of poles for a long time after the first time I saw that. You know, like don't ever put your tongue in that. I don't know why I would,
Yeah.
but don't do that. You know. I also remember
If
really wanting that lamp. That was like a canon event. You know,
oh
as
yeah,
a
I want
child,
that
I was
lamp.
like, oh yeah, that lamp
It's a
is.
major reward. Fragile. Must be Italian. That movie's great. It's a really
It's good.
uh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean the narration is the best part. Like hearing a grown man sort of voice like the entire child's perspective, and it's like
Yeah.
just like hasn't changed. It like makes you think like where's the narrator in his life, like looking back on all this, like sharing the exact same mindset he had when he was like 13 or whatever.
Hmm.
It's a good movie. Good movie.
Great
Great pick.
movie. Thank you.
Okay. What direction? Let's see. You're about halfway through. I feel like I have to get a little bit creative now. Actually, I might just take one that's a little bit cliche. I'm gonna take Elf. I am. I'm gonna take Elf. This is the most generic pick somebody could possibly take, but if it's on TV, man, I just have a good time watching it. I really do. It's a movie that
Hmm.
doesn't take itself too serious, and that's what I've always respected about it. Like, it's obviously, yes, it's a comedy, but it's like it manages to like not be overly stupid. Like, it's a very innocent movie, and it's not like overly vulgar. Like, not that I have a problem with vulgarity, but also it's like it's a child's movie, and it's also
Yeah.
really for everyone. It's nice seeing Will Ferrell in that kind of role, and I mean, there's kind of just jokes for everyone in that movie. Like the stuff with Peter Dinklage is hilarious. I mean, obviously, like the shower scene where he's singing with her. It's like, oh my, like I remember watching that for the first time. I was like, wow, this is, yeah, I see what all the hype is about. Um, Everything about it is so memorable. I really don't know why it has that sort of quality, but it's sort of one of those movies you look at and you're like, why don't they make movies like this anymore?
It
For
has
Christmas
that like
movies.
the stop motion, like the penguin and the snowman, like from those I don't know, Franken Bass type,
Mhm,
movies. And also I think just like the forced perspective with him and the elves versus
mhm,
just using straight up CGI, I think just captures that little bit of like Christmas magic with that. And you're right, the movie doesn't take itself too seriously, but there are serious moments in
mhm.
the movie. And so I think that they're few and far between, but when they hit, like his dad, James Caan, by the way, from The Godfather,
Mhm.
James
Oh yeah,
R.I.P. James Caan. Um,
R.I.P.
yeah, by the way, if I had a dollar for every time that actress played Will Ferrell's mother, and Will Ferrell played an immature man child, I'd have $2. Right.
It's
Sit
just a
back.
lot, but it's rare that happened twice.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, like when he's saying, "I don't want you. I never wanted you. Get out of my life." I'm not like that. Hits very hard. It's very like it's a gut punch to the narrative. It's a gut punch to Buddy.
Mhm.
Iconic costume. Honestly, iconic costume, and
Quite frankly.
quite frankly, iconic costume. But yeah, I mean, I think that's a great pick. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but when it does, it does. And also, I think one of my favorite Christmas songs is "Pennies from Heaven," and that's just because of that montage of him just like going through New York and like going through and all doing all the weird things, like fish out of water moment. That's
Mhm.
just it's so funny. And Will unfortunately Will Ferrell hates John Favreau and vice versa because he
He
wanted to
does?
improvise. Well, yeah, that's why they're gonna make a second one. Um, but Will Ferrell liked to improvise a lot, and
Mhm.
John Favreau, the director, was like stick to the script type deal, and so they butted heads a lot, and so they really don't like each other. Fun fact.
Wow. I've
Fun
heard
fact.
I've heard I've heard Will Ferrell's a little bit strange to work with, though. I have heard that
I
about
can
him,
see that.
you
I
know?
can see that for sure. Yeah.
Not that he's like a complete douchebag or something, but just that he's
Yeah.
like not really what you might imagine, like working with Adam Sandler or something. Like I think he's a little bit not gonna say an asshole, but I mean
Hmm.
but to be fair, a lot of actors get the same thing said about them. People say Leo's hard to work with, like directors say that, which doesn't surprise me because
Well, I mean,
Leo's doing his thing on the screen. Like he commands all the presence, so it's like
if you're lucky enough to get Leo, you let Leo be Leo. You got Leo to be
it's
Leo.
true.
You
It's
didn't get
true.
Leo to be your bum ass director. He's the guy. He does the thing.
He does
Let
the
him
thing.
be. He
He
knows what
he
he's
is he is the
doing.
guy. He is the
He's
guy.
him. You got him, you get him.
Right.
with a capital H. Although all praise to him, not higher than God. I'm not saying DiCaprio is God. I'm saying acting God, maybe. I don't know what I'm really saying, but
And
you
coming
know what I mean.
Oscar, perhaps either him or Timothy
Yep,
Chalamet. I'd be happy with either. I want Timmy a little bit
I'd be
more,
happy
but
with
I'd be
either.
happy with either.
I agree with that. I
Okay.
agree with that.
I'll go ahead here with my next pick. Wait, it's my pick, right? No, it's your pick. Sorry, my bad. Your
Yes.
next Christmas pick, Jake. What are you feeling?
My next Christmas pick is I don't care if it's generic. I don't care if it's ugly to look at sometimes. Get over it. It's awesome. It has Josh Groban and Tom Hanks. Get over it. Number two, give me the Polar Express.
Oh, I
Listen,
love it. I do love it. I
listen
love the
about
pick.
the Polar Express. All right. Is there any movie that has captured what it feels like to be at that point in your life where you don't really know if Santa is real? I mean, it's that kid
Oh,
is on
good
the cusp,
point.
and
Excellent point.
we all know that feeling. A
Hmm.
lot of Christmas movies are about believing in Santa again, and a lot of Christmas movies are about just learning about Santa at all.
Hmm.
Um, but Polar Express is about a kid and his belief of in Santa. And,
Hmm.
you know, I remember watching that movie at a time where, maybe you find a Christmas present in the closet you weren't supposed to. Maybe you catch your parents wrapping something when you wake up late at night on Christmas Eve to go, get a glass of water or something.
Hmm.
Uh, Polar Express is just, it's such an incredible magic vibe that I think, it's relatable. And I think, it's a great Christmas movie. But
Hmm.
just in general, it's a great message about, believing, just believing. Not to mention even Josh Groban with the song "Believe." That's like top 5 Christmas songs of all time, in my opinion.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, is it ugly to look at sometimes? Sure, it can be uncanny valley. Is it gorgeous to look at sometimes too? Yeah. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? I love the Polar Express. Hot, hot. Yeah, we got it. Fun fact about the Polar Express, if you didn't know, Tom Hanks plays Santa, the boy, the conductor, the hobo, and I think one of the like help
The conductor.
friends.
The conductor.
I said the conductor.
Oh, the boy, the conductor, the homeless guy, and Santa. He voices Santa. Yeah, he does Santa too. Just those
Boy,
four, right?
the conductor is
Homeless guy
5.
and Santa. Boy, conductor, homeless guy, Santa.
I'm looking it up right now. Maybe it's 4. George Carmy, 2.5 stars. Get over yourself, dude. Hey, I'm calling you out right now. I almost said something mean and insensitive. Listen,
George
I
Carmy,
agree with
we
your
want you on the
Avatar take.
podcast.
I Yes, we do very much want you on the podcast. I don't know what came over me really there. I really agree with your Avatar take, but
Wow. I have to watch it. Did you watch it? The third one?
no, not yet. Hero. Oh, father. He's the dad as well.
Oh,
Father.
is he? I do not remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I love that pick,
Tom
Jake.
Hanks. Thank you.
Tom Hanks. Yeah, that's honestly one of his better like that's one of probably his best performances, truthfully. And
Yeah,
it doesn't really get talked about if you think about it.
because
So
he's
and I'm like not a
inside a
Tom Hanks glazer,
little boy.
Like a lot of people think he's one of the greatest actors, and I've never really thought that about him. Like greatest in the sense of like top 5. I've never thought of him that way as
He's
an actor.
serviceable.
He's a popular actor. He's in a lot of stuff. I like him.
Yeah,
Um, but I feel like I rarely see something astounding from him. That being said, like Polar
I
Express is
get that.
technically impressive, like for him as an actor. So I am a fan.
Hmm.
Um, great pick, great pick. Okay, I have 3 picks left. Do I want to go character? Or do I want to go movie? That is the question. That is the question. I know a couple potential movies you might choose that I hope you don't because I hate them, but you might choose them. Not gonna say what that is, but
Give me one, because I don't think I'm going that direction. Give me one.
Love Actually.
I actually wasn't gonna say that, but now that you mention it,
I mean, go ahead. It's your draft. Your draft. I won't fight you on that.
I can understand not liking. Listen, I can understand not liking some of those storylines, but all of them.
I don't think I liked a single one. I didn't hate all of
That's
them, but I
insane.
certainly didn't like any of them.
That's insane.
It's not insane. It's not insane. That movie
I
has no
cried at
idea
that
what it's
movie.
doing.
I cried when that little boy was
You
running.
saw
I
each
cried.
storyline.
I
You saw each storyline for like 8 minutes max. That's what it felt like. Like there was maybe 8 minutes of actual development on each storyline, at the most. In the case of the Andrew Lincoln one, that one got like 2 minutes of actual development.
good because I hate it. Good, weirdo.
Okay, well, at least you're good on
Leave
that. I mean,
your
that's
best
obviously
friend's
the worst one.
wife alone, you weirdo. I wish it had less time. I wish that began with him filming her and then ended 4 seconds later when his friend shot him in the head. Sorry, Andrew Lincoln. That was a little. I got off the rails there, but it's not romantic. It's not romantic. It's weird. It's weird.
I
It's a
couldn't
weird
get
thing.
invested in any of the storylines. I swear to God, I couldn't.
Not even the language one. He learns a different language for her.
I don't even remember what you're talking about. I might only remember that one and the Liam Neeson one.
Oh my gosh! And you didn't like
Or
the Liam Neeson one
I think giving it
with
that's
the
one I
little boy,
remember.
with the guy who's like actually like
Yeah,
22.
yeah. Or no,
That's great.
I'm not thinking of Liam Neeson.
Hugh
Is Liam
Grant.
Neeson I'm thinking of Hugh Grant. Sorry, that's what I'm thinking of. I
That's
like
great
that one.
too. What are you
I like
talking
that
about?
one.
It's a little bit ethically shaky because but it's fine. It's
Yeah, I mean it's not a big deal. Yeah, I didn't really think of it like that, but I just remember being like, "What the hell is this, man?" It's like they're selling you. They're just like trying so hard to like get these unearned emotions out of you as the viewer, and it's like nothing has happened in the
You
movie.
didn't think
Nothing
it
has
was
happened.
cool when it all came together at the end, and it's like all the storylines. You didn't like how it was all interwoven into like a whole tapestry of different people's emotions and lives, and how it was like,
No, no, no. Okay, that part I liked because I like the beginning of the movie too. Because the beginning of the movie kind of gets that theme established. It's like
yeah,
everyone, is sort of on their journey of love or whatever, and I was like, okay, like I kind of see what's going to happen here, and I do like how they tied it all together. I will say that. I will say that.
not many Christmas
But
movies start with them talking about 9/11.
that's right. Yeah, yeah. Good point. It definitely grabs your attention if nothing else. That's for sure. It definitely does that. Um,
I'll grant you, Alan Rickman, R.I.P. Goat. That storyline was whatever.
I don't even really remember honestly.
Where he was like, she's crying. She thought that he gave her a bracelet, but it was his mistress, but it wasn't even his mistress.
Oh,
Hey, you didn't like the Martin Freeman with the? Can I say porn stars on here? I can.
yeah.
Say, it's whatever.
No,
You
that
didn't
was
like
so
you.
stupid. That was
That
so
was
stupid.
hilarious.
It's like, what am I watching? What the hell is going on in this movie? Genuinely, what is going on? That was like my
Everybody,
thought for 60% of the time, at least. And I didn't care for the little work romance one either. Where they're in the office, or what I'm talking about.
well, that was weird.
That was like whatever. I had like no
I didn't
really
like
thoughts
that
towards
either.
that. No, I mean the only one I like hated was the Andrew Lincoln one. Most of them I was
Yeah,
just kind of indifferent. But
Andrew
yeah,
Lincoln one is so stupid,
Hugh
so
Grant just had
stupid.
aura as
You
usual.
people who haven't seen that movie, I would watch that scene with like the cards. I'd be like, oh, this is so nice. And I'm like, no, what a
And
waste of Keira Knightley. What
no, I agree. I think that was one of the
a
disappointments
waste.
for me too, dude. And
And
like
Andrew Lincoln.
and you've seen About Time, right?
No, I want to though.
Oh my god, like that was with the letdown because About Time is one of my
Wait,
favorite movies ever.
you didn't wait. Hold on a minute. What about the rock star pop singer guy? You didn't
I
like
can't
that
remember.
part either?
I don't remember honestly. Because how many storylines is there? What, like 5?
I don't even know. There's like 12.
Like 6?
There's Liam
7?
Neeson. There's Liam Neeson, Alan Rickman, the lady from The Office, Keira Knightley, Colin Firth. I had a dream actually about Colin Firth at 7-Eleven the other day. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Oh, Hugh Grant. By the way, I would often watch that movie. Oh, you didn't like the British guy going to America and like linking up with?
No, okay. Actually, I actually did like that, but it was but like that one was just supposed to be funny, right? Like I didn't really have any other emotions towards it. Okay. Like
I will say there's a lot of anti-America propaganda in that movie. There were times where I was watching that movie and I was like, this movie was very clearly written and directed by a British person.
The movie is
Billy
so
Bob
British.
Thornton as the president. Okay.
Yeah,
and like 11 hot chicks in a bar asking this guy to come because he's an accent. This derpy looking nerdy guy. All right, that's okay. Okay, it's fine. It's all right. It's no big deal.
Okay, let me go ahead and get my next pick out of the way. There's a nice little
But
Love
no, I'm not
Actually
choosing
review
that.
for you guys.
Yeah, went off the rails a little bit there.
A little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, I might be getting into the territory where I'm honestly running out a little bit. So I'm really trying to think outside the box here. Oh no, I have one. Okay, this might be where it's like acceptable to sort of veto this. I will completely respect the veto. Okay. Again, going off the vibes here. I want Robert Eggers' Nosferatu. What do we think about that? To me, that sells Halloween and Christmas vibes to me.
Honestly, I don't even hate it because when I think about it, I think of Christmas. And that's because I watched it the day after Christmas last year. When we do this next year, I'm going to put Marty Supreme on there.
Absolutely. Yes. It's a
do
Christmas
this next
movie.
year, Marty Supreme Christmas Day.
Marty Supreme Christmas Day.
Marty Supreme Christmas Day.
Swap. Okay, I'm happily taking that then because to me that's a steal. I love Nosferatu, and yeah, I think the same thing. I think for me, it is a scary movie, no doubt. But come on, can't deny the vibes of that movie. I think it might actually take place during that season too. I mean, it is like snowing, obviously, so I think there was Christmas going on and stuff. But yeah, obviously not a central theme of the movie. But all right, what's your next pick, Jake?
Give me.
Or did I go? Yeah, that's your. It's your. Go ahead.
Give me a Charlie Brown Christmas.
Ooh, I completely forgot about that one.
Bang! Put it on there.
That's a classic. Yeah.
Classic. What are you doing? This is. Hey, come on, man. Listen, Charlie Brown Christmas. This is a movie, right? It's timeless. Everybody from 4 to 400 can understand this movie. This movie is about, we all get it. Charlie Brown's not feeling it. He's not feeling it this year. It's a weird thing for like a 9-year-old to go through a midlife crisis, but it's fine. He's got the holiday blues. He thinks, all this, all that. You don't need this. It's a big consumer, commercial, capitalist, whatever. And, then they bust out the real, no, you know what this is about, Charlie Brown? It's about this. Hark. Schwepp. But yeah, I mean, it's awesome. It's great. It's nice to look at. When you think, you play the, whatever it's called, song from this movie, everyone's going to be like, that's a Christmas song. And I don't know what it's called, but it's when they're all dancing around. So, yeah, Charlie Brown Christmas, number 3.
Love it. another one that I haven't seen in quite some time. So I need to. There's so many Christmas movies I need to watch, man. This
Also, I
bad.
mean, I think the more childish ones, I guess, little kid ones, I'm just more inclined to be more familiar with, I guess, than Angel because I'm the oldest of six. So
Oh yeah,
those
true.
like cartoon animated type movies are always just on loop uh, in my house around Christmas time. So
hmm hmm Um, I do have a pick I really want now that I'm thinking about this.
mm,
I got to make sure I get this right though. Um. Oh
I
yeah,
know my
that's right. That's
boyfriend
right.
likes to.
Yeah, I think you're gonna like this pick because to me this is like a no contest. This is for sure a Christmas movie. It's just again not traditional. Um, I think for my final film pick, I'm going to take Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. This is the most Christmassy out of the entire series. This one has all the Christmas trees. Hermione literally mentions Christmas. This is in fact a Christmas movie. I don't know why Jake is frowning. I don't know why he's frowning. Can the audience comment why he's frowning?
Listen, every year someone gets on somewhere and says to me, "Oh, gotta watch the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone because it's a Christmas movie. There's snow, there's trees. He gets a thing in the mail from Christmas for he gets an invisible cloak. Maybe I've only seen it once actually, but they say Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which by the way is like my least favorite Harry Potter movie.
Valid.
Um, they say this when Narnia, when Narnia is right there. I would argue.
No one's saying
Uh,
Narnia's not a Christmas movie though.
I understand,
You're
but I'm
fighting
saying it's
demons in
in
your
that.
head.
I understand it, but I'm just saying in that genre, objectively, it's a more Christmas. Santa Claus is in it. I would say the Hobbit, the Battle of Five Armies, is more of a Christmas movie than Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
That's crazy.
It's not.
Wait, Battle. Oh, Battle. I was thinking Lord of the Rings for some reason. Battle of the Five Armies.
Yeah,
I don't remember enough about it. Why do you say that?
vibes.
Vibes.
There's snow. There's
I
snow, and also Thorn is
I
like
believe
Jesus.
you. Huh?
Thorn is like Jesus.
Okay, we're not gonna. We're not. We're this conversation is not taking this direction.
I was fine.
You can't just
Fine.
drop Thorn as like Jesus and think we're about to get into a discussion about that.
I'm not getting. I never said we're getting into a discussion. I'm just dropping what that is. I'm not saying a discuss. I mean, I'm not saying let's talk about this.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just saying he's a guy with a beard who's in the charge of 12 people, and he's a leader of them.
Jesus didn't get corrupted by diamonds.
I never said that happened. By the way, that doesn't
So
even
easy to
happen
rage
in the
base. So
book.
easy.
That doesn't even happen in the movie. Doesn't even happen in the book. Yeah, Jesus also wasn't killed by a 7-foot white orc, and he didn't have
but
a
he
hobbit friend.
but he was killed.
I'm not having this discussion with you.
You opened the can of worms, buddy.
I didn't say anything.
All right.
All right. All
Um,
right.
Jake, we have your next pick here. Wait, was this still ranked, by the way? Do you want me to change the order here?
No, mine is ranked.
Okay. Okay. So are you just just give me your number 4 then.
My number 4.
Running out a little bit. It's getting hard.
I'm just trying to think. I got a few that I'm. Oh, give me the original Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry it took that long for that one to get drafted, honestly. I thought that was going to get.
If you know ball, you know ball. Also, by the way, I was going to say by the way, if you watch the remake of the Miracle on 34th Street, shame on you.
When did the remake happen?
Turn it off. Turn this off. I don't want you watching. Shame on you. The one with John Hammond.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's I once watched them back to back. The message is not even the original Miracle on 34th Street
Mhm.
is like, is he Santa? Is he not Santa? And the conclusion of that film, the message is that it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter if he is or if he isn't, because people believe that he is, and that's enough. The stupid John Hammond one is just like, he is Santa, and it's a dumbed down, like, people can't understand nuance, because honestly, this people can't really these days. But the
Mhm.
only good part of the Miracle on 34th Street remake is when he's talking to the deaf girl, because the actress who was the deaf girl was actually deaf in real life, and she didn't
Mhm.
know that the actor who played Santa could speak in sign language, and so her reaction is genuine. I think
Really?
that's a cool thing. But other than that, yeah, the original again, black and white Miracle on 34th Street, number 4.
Love it. Love the pick. Yeah. Again, I'm shocked it took that long, but I'm not even going to put the year because we know which one we're talking about, of course. Um,
OG.
the one that matters. And then I guess I'll go with my next pick here. All right. Sorry about that, everyone. We're back.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of an awkward cut in the video there, but I am now to my last pick here on the draft. Decisions. I have one character to go. Now I'm faced with the question: do I want to spite Jake here and choose some? Oh wait, no, he took all of his characters. I can't. There's nothing I can do
I
about that.
took all my characters. That's why I
Yeah.
took them first, because I knew
This,
that you would do that. That's why I did that.
oh man. Honest. That being said, though, I mean, I could not have guessed any of the characters that he chose. So yeah, maybe I probably don't know his Christmas taste well enough, but
I can guarantee you, no one is going to guess my number 5.
okay. Oh yeah, I did have a character. I had a character in mind. Okay. Now this is going to be a bit of a stretch because the movie itself is not really considered a Christmas movie, but to me it is. And I really just love this character a lot. Oh, actually, I love so many characters in this movie. I'm just going to go with the best one. I'm taking Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians.
Ooh,
How do you like that?
that's pretty good.
That's a bit of a throwback, right?
That's pretty good. Yeah, keep going behind that.
Guys, Rise
I
of the
like it.
Guardians is a fantastic movie. Um, again, takes place during Christmas, but not really about Christmas. Includes Santa Claus, but not really about that. It's more about just the belief, like the belief in people, mythical beings, and magic. Um, and everyone kind of stops believing it. Okay, I guess it is kind of a Christmas movie, but everyone like sort of loses faith in Christmas, and then like Jack Frost is the protagonist, and he kind of like just does what he wants and kind of slacks around. But the Guardians, who are like the bunny, the Easter bunny, Santa Claus, I think what's his name? Goldie.
Sandman.
Yeah. Sandman and then the Tooth Fairy. They're the Guardians and they kind of recruit um Jack to sort of just help them with with like their Christmas missions and getting kids to believe in stuff. And then the adversary is Pitch Black, who is essentially the boogeyman, and he's trying to invade kids' dreams and take away their faith in Christmas and stuff like that. The movie's insane. Everyone just aura farming the whole time.
It's very good.
The battle between Sandman and Pitch Black is one of the coolest things I've seen in any animated movie. I'm so serious. That
Wow.
battle is so sick. It's like, well, actually, I don't know if that's better than Jack Frost versus Pitch Black, but they're both good. They're both good. But yeah, Jack Frost's aura in this movie is off the charts, so I'm taking Jack Frost. Um,
Hmm.
all right. So that is my last pick. What is your last pick, Jake, for your favorite?
Now, This is something that Angel hasn't seen. Angel probably won't see. I doubt anybody watching this right now, unless maybe you're my mother. If you are, hi mom, will have watched this before. Maybe for my brother too. Hey Luke, what's up? My number 5 pick is 2013's Doctor Who: The Time of the Doctor.
I've not
This
seen that.
is it's a movie. It's
What is it
not
one
a
more time?
movie. Doctor Who: Time of the Doctor. Um, and it's Doctor Who is a space fantasy British TV show that's been going on since 1963. Yeah, since 1963 it's been going on. And basically, long story short, it's a time lord who can travel in time and space, and he goes on these wacky adventures. And basically, he can never die because every time he's about to die, he regenerates into a new person. So that's why that's why the TV show has been going on for so long, because when he dies, he just regenerates into a new actor. Um, but specifically, this movie is about my favorite Doctor, Matt Smith, played by Matt Smith, and Jenna Coleman, his assistant, um, fighting off some forces of evil, robots and aliens that we won't get into,
Mhm.
in a town called Christmas. And I don't want to give everything away, but at the end of the film, he ends his long career really as the Doctor, and he dies and he regenerates into the 13th Doctor, which is played brilliantly by Peter Capaldi. And it's a tradition of mine to watch all the Doctor Who Christmas specials every Christmas Eve, along with Christmas Story, and I'll be watching this tomorrow. Well, we're recording on Christmas Eve. I will have watched it yesterday if you're watching this on Christmas Day. But yeah, I mean it's really good. The acting is great. This
Mhm.
one is more of like a personal thing for Jake. I don't really think anybody's seen it again, but I had to put it on there because it's mandatory watching for me and my family during the holidays.
Love it. I mean, that's a very unique pick. Jake has been trying to sell me on Doctor Who for a while, so I think that's kind of on my bucket list. Something I'm definitely going to get into. I think
It's
one of the things you
so
always say is like that it's like very like it's very like thematically diverse, right? Like it kind of because it's been going on for so long, like a lot of like it's not there's not really one main storyline, right? Am I correct about that?
well, yeah. There's not one main storyline, and having a TV show with the main character played by so many different people, and having different showrunners throughout its you know runtime.
Duration.
There's
Mm,
old Who, and then there's new Who, and old Who kind of ended in the '90s, and then new Who started in 2005.
mm,
So honestly, you can start at 2005 with the ninth Doctor, then go into the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. We kind of fall off a little bit there.
mm.
That's not any knock against them. I saw what they're trying to do. It's great. But yeah, from 9 to 13, it's some of the best TV ever. And it's awesome because everybody has a different favorite Doctor. Everybody has a different favorite, like, you know, couple of seasons because it's different. It has something for everybody because it's been going on for so long.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, honestly, if you don't know if you would like it or not, just watch. And this is the first episode I show anybody. It's also a Christmas one. It's number 2 favorite Christmas one of this one, and it's not as like important or impactful thematically as Time of the Doctor, but
Mm.
it's Doctor Who Voyage of the Damned. And so it's basically just the Doctor played by David Tennant on a space Titanic with
Interesting.
robot angels killing everybody on board. And that's if that sounds cool to you, it's about an hour. It's a Christmas theme as well. It's Christmas themed, and it's very good. So
Hmm.
yeah,
You
I'm gonna
you
be
heard it
watching that
here.
one too tomorrow.
You heard it here first.
Voyage of the Damned.
Or it's a Wonderful Life. You got a lot to watch. It seems these next couple
This is
days.
true. It's a lot of Christmas stuff.
Oh yeah, and I
Or
absolutely need.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, that's probably. And I need to get into Marty Supreme hopefully this week. I want to watch that
Yes.
so badly. And I think I'm going to watch Avatar: The Way of Water or Fire and Ash soon, even though I'm not like extremely hyped for it, but my family wants to watch it really bad, so I'll watch it with them.
I
And
just want that 6 minute
should be good.
Odyssey prologue.
Hmm?
I just want the Odyssey prologue. That's honestly
Yeah, no, yeah, that's seeing
that's
that
what
in
I
theaters is going to
want.
be electric. That's going to be electric.
No, it's 6 minutes.
Hmm?
No, it's a 6 minute clip from the
Oh,
Odyssey.
the prologue you said. Sorry,
The
I misheard that.
prologue.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, is that some that we don't have access to that, right? Or is it like leaked or something online? Okay. Yeah. I mean, I honestly don't really want to see any of the movie before the movie comes out, me personally. But
That's fair.
yeah, exciting stuff. But okay, so we have our draft here, folks. This is our first official draft, not a ranking. Um, for my top 5 Christmas films, I drafted The Holdovers, Home Alone 2: Lost in New York, Elf, Nosferatu, Harry Potter, and the Sorcerer's Stone. And for my top 3 characters, I drafted Dr. Bill Hartford, played by Tom Cruise in Eyes Wide Shut, Edward Scissorhands, played by Johnny Depp in Edward Scissorhands, and Jack Frost in Rise of the Guardians. Jake here took A Christmas Story, The Polar Express, A Charlie Brown Christmas, Miracle on 34th Street, and Doctor Who, The Time of the Doctor. And for his top 3 characters, he took George Bailey from It's a Wonderful Life, Jim Carrey's Grinch and How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and Gizmo from Gremlins. So very, very different lists, but I think still very in the spirit of the holiday. And
Yes.
that's what we strive for. So
Big time.
yeah, comment what you think about our picks here, about who we chose. If you agree with any of our picks or disagree, comment who you think won, who you think has a better list, if there is such a thing. It's all subjective, but if you think a list is better, please let us know. And yeah, with that being said, I think at this point in time, we will move forward to a little bit of Wicked discussion. If that sounds good. Jake here.
Ooh, it sounds for good. I don't know.
Wicked for good.
I was trying to do something there. It didn't work.
Oh, it sounds for good. It sounds for good.
Yes. We'll go with that.
Yeah. Jake, you go first because you're a lot higher on this movie than me, I think. I like the first one a lot, but I'm curious to hear sort of your initial thoughts on this movie.
Yeah, so I mean, right off the bat, I'm just gonna show something real quick from what I was honestly talking with Angel about at the beginning of the pod. Um, if I've been changed for the better. Listen, something. If there's one thing that Jake unabashedly loves, and I don't even like to use that word a lot, it's musicals. All right? I don't know what it is. I think maybe one day I was late to some class 10 years ago and I never became a theater kid, thank God. Kind of am now a little bit, but the theater of the thespians more, really. Or is that whatever? Film. My point is film.
You're the best
And
beast.
listen, stop laughing. I'm taking the reins here, pal. Listen, the Wicked is great. I think Wicked is really good. The first one. What is the best song in the first movie? Obviously, Defying Gravity. What is the second best song? Dancing Through Life. Did I know anything about Wicked before I went into Wicked for Good? I did not. I just knew kind of about The Wizard of Oz, but I hadn't watched The Wizard of Oz in a very long time. Still haven't. I think it's been like 15 years, 18 years. It's been a while. I'm old. But I mean, maybe it was the 7 IPAs at the AMC bar. But I felt very moved by this film in a way that I wasn't expecting to. And I will just say, I think the second one is better than the first one. I think it has more bangers. I think that the performances are stronger. I think that the set designs are better. I think that the emotional impact it's harder. So yeah, I mean, I'm high on the first one. I'm higher on the second one, but oh man, yeah, I mean that's great. It's just I was asked actually by my girlfriend Samantha. She said, "Do you think you're more of an Alphaba or a Glenda type?"
What
Honestly,
does
it
that
depends on the
mean?
day. I don't really know. I don't really know. Um, but like if you had to choose, because that was like a whole big thing. Well, when she asked me this, actually, we were at Chili's and we were deciding which of the drinks to get.
Definitely Glinda.
I got the Glenda. I got the Glenda. Um, but yeah, I mean, this movie is great. I like it a lot. And I I liked how kind of all the characters from Wizard of Oz shake out.
Mhm.
I will say, makes Wizard of Oz make a whole lot less sense, to be honest. If like her side piece is out there pretending to kill her, and like you got this guy who left his wife for Ariana Grande for a week, and he's like
Mhm.
he wants to kill her too, and then you got the lion, it's just gaslit everybody. It's like whatever. I'll tell you what, a lot of people are defending Nessa and they're saying Bach is crazy, incel. Wrong. Listen, wrong. Nessa is a fascist in a wheelchair. Bach is a victim here who has been racially discriminated against with the Munchkin community because he wouldn't give Nessa the time of day. He
Mhm.
wants to go to Ariana Grande, much like in real life. I'm watching you, Ethan Slater. Also, Ethan Slater, I will never forgive you for ruining The Boys or Gen V season 2. It was so cool until you popped up. I don't like you. Go back to SpongeBob, dude. But Glenn, listen, it's great. It's awesome. It's really, really good. I highly recommend. If you don't know if you're gonna like this movie or not, go to Chili's, get a triple dipper. I guess they don't have it anymore, but they could have when you could have done
Oh.
this, but now it's
Oh,
not.
wow.
Get the drinks.
Mhm.
When we went, they didn't have the wand or the broom. I was a little upset about that. Whatever, it's fine. I wasn't upset about it. And then go to the bar at the AMC and then get like 6 IPAs and then just keep drinking them and watch that movie. And I'm not saying you have to be drunk to enjoy this movie. That's not my point. My point is I was moved and I was changed for the better. And you will be too.
You will be too. Amen to that. Amen to that. Um, yeah, man. I mean, great movie. I I think I'm not extremely high on these movies, but they're good to me. I'm not like I guess a huge musical guy to begin with. But initially, I mean, I actually just saw it, so I think if I'm not mistaken, you've seen it a couple times, right? And like I I just saw it, and I actually only saw the first one once too, like when it initially came out. Both of these I saw in theaters, and I am for now higher on the first one, but not really because of any like downsides in the second one. It's obviously one story for anyone who knows like the story of Wicked already, and the fact that it's like based off of play and stuff, and it's all one story. It's just they didn't want to make a 4-hour movie, you know. So to me, like it wrapped up the arc of the first story very well. Obviously, it needs the first movie to exist, but I don't see that as a downside. It's a sequel, so that's how sequels work. Well, it's a part two, not just a sequel, but a part two. And so I was a huge fan because again, I'm actually someone that like knows nothing about the lore of this. It's been way too long since I've seen Wizard of Oz, so I low-key forgot like most of that. I had no idea that this story converged simultaneously with the events of Wizard of Oz. No idea. Like I thought the entire thing would be a prequel, and seeing like Daisy in the story and seeing like the origin of the Tin Man and stuff, like all of that blew my mind. You're muted, by the way, if you didn't know. It blew, huh?
Dorothy.
Dorothy, yeah. I've been calling, dude, I'm so dumb. I've been calling her Daisy. Like, so that's a sign that I have not. I need to rewatch the movie because a lot of the stuff that happened, like, I'm like, I remember seeing this. Like, I remember seeing the house spinning and stuff. Like, obviously, I remember all that. Like, that stuff is iconic. And, but yeah.
If I may, Madame Morrible, right? Right? Flip it around. WW, Wicked Witch. See? It's Madame Morrible. But Wicked Witch.
What's the parallel here? Just random?
No, I was get it.
Well, no, I want to know what's the.
Get that.
What does it mean?
The actress who played Madame Morrible, I'm blanking on her name right now. She would do that in every single interview anybody had with her for the press tour. So
really,
there are at least 40 different interviews with her where she does the same exact thing, like the same exact joke for every single person. Sometimes she'll be on a red carpet and they'll be interviewing her and she goes, well, Madame Morrible, flip it around, Wicked Witch. And then they'll be like, thank you for your time. She'll do a 180 to a different reporter. Mm-hmm. Madame Morrible, flip it around, WW, Wicked. It's funny. It's very funny because she does it literally the same way every single time. And there's at least like 30 to 40 different interviews of her doing it. Mm-hmm. Also, could we check on Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande? Are they okay? Are you okay? Are they okay?
There is something so odd about the entire situation, but I feel like some of that is just because of the way the internet's making it seem. Like I have to say, I think it's getting blown out of proportion to some degree. But they're a little bit weird. I'm going to be honest. They're a little bit weird together. That's all I'm saying.
I was just saying very skinny, but also yes.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't even thinking about that. I mean, that's absolutely true too. I hadn't really thought about that. Because that is more recent, right? Like that's more within the last year or two that they've started looking like that. Yeah. So like genuinely, I hope everything's all right with them. But I know I was referring more to just like the way they act with each other in interviews. Like everyone knows that it's been a bit of a strange dynamic. Again, completely explained. They're just a little gay. That would literally explain everything. Okay, it's 2025.
That would literally explain everything.
It also makes sense if they're best friends, I guess. I'm just saying I haven't seen best friends act like that before. That's all I'm saying. But I respect it. They're obviously very close, so it's cool to see co-stars build that kind of relationship, you know. Sure. No, but yeah, excellent movie. I did actually like the musical numbers a lot more in this one than the first one, so I agree with Jake there. What's his name again? The main guy?
Jonathan Bailey.
Well, what's his character name?
Jeff Goldblum. Oh, Fierro,
yeah. I did not think he would be so interesting, to be honest. He was not, I feel like, giving a whole lot in the first movie, like just his character. You know, he was kind of just there to be like, I feel like just the handsome main male guy. And then,
well, but that's who he was. That was his character.
No, and he did it right. He did it right. I'm just saying, like, they gave him a lot more depth in this movie that I was not expecting, you know? like sort of his initial choice to sort of side with Glinda and like marry her for the political status and things like that. And but like I was totally not expecting him to like flip the switch and stay on Elphaba's side like when she came back and like he put Jeff Goldblum in the cage and stuff. And I was like, wow, like this was I just was not expecting that like that turn for his character. Does he and oh yeah, you know, I mean, I just remembered the answer to my own question. He turns into the Scarecrow, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, again, not having known any of these stories, like how any of these characters originated from Wizard of Oz, like this is all fascinating to me. So I thought that was really cool. It also shocked me that Elphaba survived. I really thought she was dead, like she for sure got killed by Dorothy.
Me too.
So when she was in the,
Me
I was
too.
like, I don't know if I like that. The
It was a
very
little bit of
ending,
a cop
I
out.
still liked. I thought so too. I thought that was a crazy cop out. I think that would have been like a great ending to her character. They would have just went with that. But I'm not mad at the way they actually ended it too. It just kind of caught me off guard a little bit. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Trying to think what else. Um, I mean, as far as like you know the quality itself, like I think it's like the cinematography's gorgeous again. Like the costumes are insane. It'll probably get nominated for things again this year. Um, I don't think it's like best picture worthy or anything like that. In my opinion, like I just
Yeah.
don't think the movie was as good as the first one. But like I think it was great. Like I mean, these are again really fun movies. I had a great time with them. Um, Cynthia Erivo is such an amazing singer. I mean, obviously, so is Ariana Grande, but I really hope they get put in a lot of stuff after this because it's just like they have so much on-screen presence. It's crazy. Ariana Grande
Mm-hmm.
can like really act too. Like she needs to be getting
She
credit
can.
for this role. I thought she
Yeah.
was great in these movies, like fantastic. You know, it kind of blew me away actually. So I hope they get put in more stuff. Mainly Cynthia Erivo, but Jonathan Bailey. I love Jonathan Bailey too. So excellent stuff. You have any more thoughts about it, Jake?
I mean, the press tour for this movie will go down in history. Obviously, I've been a little bit more chronically online with that than you have, but yeah, it's a lot to talk about. Um, the songs are better than the second one. I just think, is Defying Gravity better than all of the songs in the second one?
Mm.
Yes, but especially sung by Cynthia Erivo. But just like quantity of songs, I liked more second one, especially, and I think the greatest like set, I guess, set design, set piece of
Mm.
either film is Wonderful with Jeff Goldblum. Like I was watching that in the theater, I was like, okay, all right, wow. Um, that one was really good.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, pretty much everything you said as well. Looks good, sounds good.
The world of
It
Oz is
really,
so interesting. Like it really is like beautiful and like so well crafted. And this movie also made me want to rewatch Oz the Great and Powerful, which is like not a good movie, but now I'm like I really feel like I need to understand his lore better now. 'Cause I totally forgot like he's just like a regular guy, right? Like he's like been a con artist his entire
yeah.
life
He's
and he came to
he's
this
a
world.
regular guy. I haven't seen that movie. I want to actually. You're right. I did want to watch that movie right after this one, but that's not connected to Wicked because that one gives its own backstory for the various witches.
Oh, really?
So that's like
Okay.
a backstory
Um,
for also shout out to Omaha, but that one's
oh,
like a
is that
backstory
where he's from in
more.
the movie?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I
because
forgot where he's from. Okay.
like when they're like Omaha, like that's the first thing he says when it comes to Oz because he's like from Omaha.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, Oz the Great and Powerful is kind of like its own prequel to Wizard of Oz, but not connected to Wicked because it has the different relationships with the different like Green One and Elphaba and Glinda and stuff.
Right.
But I do want to watch it. James Franco
Yeah. I mean, I remember
and Mila
not thinking it
Kunis.
was
Is it
bad.
Mila Kunis as well?
Yes.
Now when
No,
I think,
yes. It
yeah,
was Mia Kunis.
yeah,
It
she
was
plays
yes.
Elphaba.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do remember that. Yeah. Yeah, man. But it's been a long time, so I need to rewatch that. And The Wizard of Oz, of course. So, but yeah, excellent, excellent movie. Had a
Mhm.
great time with it. Um, and with that being said, I think I'll move on to our final thing here, and we'll talk a little bit about some of the recent news you've been getting. Um, if unless you've been living under a rock in the film community, you know that we are set for quite the year next year. I mean, quite the year to say the least. Let me actually pull up this um thing that I have saved here. And sorry, just 1 second.
When I was walking out of Wicked for Good, this middle-aged woman walked past me with her friend, and she was sniffling. And I thought, oh, that's sweet, that's nice. And she goes, oh, it was so good to watch with you guys. I was like, oh, it's nice. They're watching it together like it's Wednesday night. And she's like, it was even better the seventh time, which honestly brings me to my next point, which is I could have judged that, but I also watched F1 six times in theaters, and I will watch my favorite movie of all time at least 10 times in theaters, which is Sir Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. When this trailer dropped, I texted Angel. When this trailer dropped for The Odyssey, let me tell you something. I watched it at my desk at work, and then over the course of that morning, I went to the bathroom and watched it in the bathroom 6 more times. Now I'm thinking about it, they probably thought that there was something wrong with me, but I don't care. I think it's, and we'll
Okay.
probably get into, those jackasses talking about historically accurate armor.
We will get into
Here,
that.
let's just do this
Absolutely.
right. Okay, yeah,
But,
we'll
but
talk about the year and then we'll get back into that. Yeah.
real quick, listen to this thing though. So these are just some of the movies that are coming out in 2026. 2026 is going to be the biggest year for movies I think in a long time. So we have, I think one of the first things we have kicking off the year is 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, which is set to be fantastic. So I'm very excited for that. It'll be good to see Jack O'Connell again after Sinners. So very, very hyped. Then we'll have Spider-Man Brand New Day. We'll be getting the Clayface movie, Avengers Doomsday,
Oh, I forgot about the Clayface.
The Odyssey, Dune Part 3. It's not Dune Messiah anymore. I believe it's just Dune Part 3 now. We'll be getting, I guess, the Mandalorian and Grogu movie will be coming out. We'll be getting, I guess, I mean, that's what I hear. I don't know if that's actually confirmed, but we'll be getting, I just
Trailer
saw,
dropped.
did a trailer drop for it?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll be getting Spielberg's new Alien film. That's going to be fantastic. I cannot believe that we are living in an age where we're seeing Denis Villeneuve, Nolan, and Spielberg drop a movie in the same year. Like, this is actually insanity. I know that one stars Emily Blunt, so I will be absolutely in theaters day one for that one. I mean, Spielberg and Aliens, he's literally maybe the only other director that competes with Denis for Alien stuff, you know. I guess we're getting the Michael Jackson movie. I forgot about that. I don't think it's doing well in festivals right now,
And
but
4 Beatles movies.
we're not getting all 4 though. We're just getting one of them first, right?
They're all releasing on the same day.
Are you serious? That's a
Yes.
terrible idea. That is an awful idea.
Yes. Get your tickets right now for the Ringo Starr movie.
That is so stupid. I mean,
Let me
I'm gonna
double
have
check that,
faith
but that's what I
because Sam
read
Mendes
this
is a
morning.
great director, but that's wild. I mean, I thought it was a bad idea from the start, but that just solidifies it. We'll get Scream 7. We'll get what was the other thing that I had in mind? I already said I think Supergirl 2, or just sorry, not 2. We'll get Supergirl. We'll get a live action Moana. We'll get The Bride, starring Christian Bale and Maggie Gyllenhaal, excuse me, and we'll get The Hunger Games, Sunrise on the Reaping, the Haymitch origin story. So I'm very, very excited for next year. It's going to be packed. Oh, we'll get Toy
Oh,
Story
it's
5 as well.
2028.
Oh, it is for the Beatles.
Yeah, that's my bad.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's early. It's a little bit early. But yeah, bigger, more pressing things though. We obviously got that Odyssey trailer. It's of course, to no one's surprise, been a big subject of polarization because there's an eternal battle between the Nolan Glazers and the Nolan haters, and we are definitely Glazers of Nolan, but we think it's rightfully deserved. He's the best filmmaker working right now. He has been for some time.
It's not even glazing if it's this guy.
And I agree. It's Nolan. It's like it's not the ratings and the accolades really speak for themselves. I mean,
Sammy J put it into perspective that I thought was pretty badass. Is when he's going over the trailer for the Odyssey, it just goes from Christopher Nolan. It doesn't say any of his accolades, his knighthood, his Oscars, lifetime
the name.
nothing. It's just Christopher Nolan. The greatest to ever do it. I've been talking to so many people about this for so long. And they're like, actually this afternoon at work, it was pretty sparse because it was Christmas Eve. And two of the girls were there. They're like, "Hey, Jake, our boyfriend keeps talking about the Odyssey. Like, what do you think about that?"
Oh boy, they asked the right person. They asked the right person.
Hold on, and I think I've talked to a lot of people. I've talked to my parents, family members, other friends about it. The best way I can describe it is the greatest storyteller of our generation, of possibly history. I mean, I had an argument with someone in Uber the other night about who the greatest storyteller of all time was, and they said J.K. Rowling. And I said, over Nolan?
Oh,
what do you
stop it?
I get that. It got ugly. It got real ugly. I'm not gonna lie. And then I named like 11 authors better than J.K. Rowling, but whatever. C.S. Lewis, J.R.R. Tolkien, George Lucas. Anyway, sorry. But I mean, come on. It's the greatest storyteller telling the greatest story of all time. Just historically, like the most. Also, Nolan has kind of done this before, if you really think about it. In Interstellar. Interstellar is a very similar story to the Odyssey. Actually, kind of is the Odyssey. He's kind of done it already, and a lot of people say that that's his best movie.
Man, trying to find his way home.
Just imagine that, but swords.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know why people are doubting him. I mean, the only way I can see you hating on this movie before anything happens is if you already don't like his style, which is like no question. Obviously, it's going to be drenched in his style. There's going to be a lot of expositional dialogue. Not everybody's a fan of that, but that's Nolan's thing. There's going to be, the big booming scores in the background. He's getting Ludwig again. By the way, that score sounds electric in the trailer alone. I was like, this just like put so much energy into me. Like I'm ready to go fight off into war now. This is incredible. This is great stuff right here. I mean, obviously Ludwig's coming again for that next Oscar, so there's no question about that. But no, it looks incredible. I mean, so many people were concerned about what the armor would look like that it looked kind of crappy and cheap. And I'll say this: I love the cast. Don't get me wrong, I love the cast. I'm slightly skeptical if everyone was casted the way that they should have been, only because he chose some actors that we just haven't seen this sort of like this caliber of a performance from them yet, namely like Tom Holland, maybe even Zendaya, honestly, which I know might be a hot take. I think she's fantastic in Dune, but like I feel like this will be the most demanding role that she's had thus far. And even a lot of actors that I consider great in this movie are really gonna have to bring it for what we see, namely Matt Damon, honestly, because he's in the spotlight.
I would say Safdie.
Really, you think Safdie? He hasn't acted in a minute, I guess, huh? Not since Oppenheimer.
Not since Oppenheimer. For those of you who don't know, that is who is in the blue armored suit. And Safdie's going to be playing Agamemnon. I hope I said that right. I think I did.
That sounds right.
Let me just get this out of the way right now. All right. If you've made it this far into what we're talking about, and you're one of those weirdo losers, I'll say it to your face if you're watching it. If you're one of those weirdo losers who are hating on this movie because the armor is not accurate to Stone Age, whatever, Mycenaean. You know what also isn't accurate to a. You know what also is not historically accurate? A fucking Cyclops. A fucking Cyclops. Poseidon. A 3-headed dragon, whatever, in the sea.
The entire story didn't happen. The entire story did not happen.
The entire story didn't happen.
In case you guys forgot.
You and all of you are giving images of what the armor should look like.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're not Christopher Nolan, because you're an idiot, because you don't think, because you want to be. Sometimes, he's telling a story. He's telling the most effective and compelling story he can tell, and your dumbass, stupid-looking armor is not compelling because it looks weird, and we all hate it. And even you hate it. You just want to be right about something and go, actually, you're weird. I don't like you. It's weird, and you should put your energy into something more productive. Take up cooking classes. That could be fun.
But again, it's like I feel like these people are just. I feel like this has been a thing for years now. It's like people are just sort of sitting at the edge, waiting to say something about Nolan whenever he has a new movie out. And it's like even if his movies are not the most well received at that time, which rarely happens. I mean, that only really happened with Tenet. Dunkirk was still well received. It just wasn't like as well received as his other releases. Tenet was considered a flop, but it was obviously because of COVID. And look at the way that movie has aged. Look at the way it's aged. People are now recognizing it as much more than what it initially seemed. It has problems, sure, but it's like if you understand Nolan, if you see what he's trying to do, and you understand the style that he goes for, you are okay with these sort of absurd storytelling with these complex layers and expositional dialogue and sort of things to track. Like you understand that, like you understand, you get a feel of what you should be focusing on, if that makes sense, in each of his movies. And it's not so much like, it's like people are looking for the wrong things, right? People are looking for like, he, like, for example, he gets a lot of critique for like the way he develops female characters in his movies. And it's like, which is like, I understand the critique because obviously all of his protagonists are male, but even a character like Maul, take Maul from Inception. She seems insignificant. She seems like she's kind of just this evil, like hollow shell of a female character that's only there as a sort of obstacle to like Leo's goal in the movie. But she's actually so much more than that. Like she's a manifestation of Leo's of Mr. Cobb's like literal dreams. Like that is the premise of the movie. She's like, she represents the safety that he longs for, and the safety that he finds like while he's asleep, and like when he chooses to go off into limbo and things like that. Even though he can't actually see his kids, like his wife is, like, she is way more important than what's expositionally let on. And I think that's the case with a lot of his characters in his movies. It's not, people are not reading between the lines. They're getting too focused on really just things that don't matter all that much, like, but to put it bluntly, they're getting lost in the sauce. And I think you really just have to like be open-minded when you walk into a Christopher Nolan movie. And that's why I'm so excited, because I don't just want to see a direct page to screen adaptation of the Odyssey. I don't want to see that. That would be boring. Like, think about like what it would look like taking Agamemnon's armor and just directly translating it the way it would be, and now see the way Christopher Nolan did it. Like, how did George Carmy describe it? It's like some kind of Dark Knight,
like it's like
something hybrid.
It's like Batman, Darth Vader, and like, hey,
crazy.
Christopher Nolan said in an interview, one time he was asked, my life is like a Christopher Nolan movie. It's very complicated and I don't know what's going on. And Christopher Nolan said, don't think, feel.
Just feel it.
And what do you feel when you look at that piece of armor? What do you feel? You feel this is a scary guy. Don't fuck with him. This is a powerful, you feel these things from, you haven't even,
Mind you, that's
know
Ben
who's in that
Safdie.
armor for a while.
Mind you, that's Ben
Ben
Safdie.
That's going
Not
to
a
be the most
menacing guy.
interesting performance, in my opinion. That's going to be the one where I'm the most, not concerned, but interested in, because I don't see that guy from Good Time, from Oppenheimer. I don't see that as the gluttonous, greedy, bloodthirsty, conquering king who is King Agamemnon. And again, I don't think I'm saying that right, but I'm trying. I'll get there. I don't see that as him. And when I see that armor, I was like, oh, dang, who's that? Is that is that Robert Pattinson in there? Like, who's that guy? Is that Ben Safdie? We're talking about Robert Pattinson's
No, and I agree. And this is the other thing too about Christopher Nolan. Like, I think he doesn't get enough praise for what he brings out of actors. Like, really think about this. Think about like I get into this debate with one of my professors at Creighton, like in the Department of Philosophy, because he's a big Nolan fan. And although like his big critique of Interstellar is like he likes Interstellar, but he's like, I just don't think Matthew McConaughey was the right choice because he's like this Texan cowboy. Like, I think he should have just gone with like Christian Bale or someone like that again. And I was like, I see your point, but also Matthew McConaughey is incredible. Like, there is no denying that. He is fantastic in Interstellar. And that's like not, I kind of agree in the sense that like Matthew McConaughey is not someone I would see fitting as an intelligent, astronaut that works for NASA, that is capable of doing all these problem solving scenarios, and really like has like I can see him as a dad figure. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think he was, in that sense, he was well casted. But the rest of it, I mean, like that cult for all this technical language, he has like this accent and this sort of like, like Texan sort of swagger to him that I just didn't see. I wouldn't think would translate well to the screen. But this is what I mean. Like, Nolan drew that out. He also another example to me is like Robert Downey Jr. Like, not that he's not a fantastic actor already. He's a great actor. But I could not see him as Strauss. Like, in my mind, I couldn't see it. And that scene literally won him the Oscar. Even like, think about what Christopher Nolan was the first one to see to really see the potential of Cillian Murphy. Like Cillian Murphy was in 28 Days Later with Danny Boyle, and that was a fantastic movie, obviously. And he worked with Danny Boyle again. But Nolan is the one that saw like, no, this guy is going to be the guy. And he had to work his way up. Granted, he had to take sort of minor roles in his movies for a while, but even that's impressive. It's like, you look at someone like Cillian Murphy in 28 Days Later. He did a fine job. I don't think it's anything like special. He did a fine job, and he actually is like one of the memorable parts of Batman Begins. He's pretty terrifying and creepy in that. He's great in Dunkirk, and he has like no dialogue. He's good at Inception, and I mean, that performance is anything.
Hey,
right
even Harry Styles.
Yes, like he made Harry Styles actually good, which is like, obviously Harry Styles got all that shit years later for being bad and Don't Worry Darling. It's like, okay, fine, like
that wasn't directed by Christopher Nolan.
But yeah, exactly. It's like, maybe the lights were too bright for her leading role. But this is what I mean.
She was directing her side piece in The King.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Nolan's incredible. He knows he can draw these performances out of people. So do I have initial skepticism? Yes. For Tom Holland and Matt Damon. Yes, I have some, because I feel like I have not seen that level of performance from either of them. But by no means does that mean it doesn't exist. And I think Nolan chose them for a reason. So I trust the process. In that sense, I am a Glazer, because I really don't think Nolan has steered me wrong in that sense.
No.
So.
No.
So yeah, really, really big event. Yeah,
my favorite movie of all time.
It's going to be generational. It literally is going to be the best movie of the century, maybe.
First film to be shot completely on IMAX cameras. First ever.
What other director even has access to that? That could be our only argument. Who other director is allowed to shoot a movie entirely on IMAX?
It
No
could be
one's.
a Doritos commercial, and that would still be groundbreaking.
Nolan would find a way to make it interesting. He would make the frame interesting. No question about it. I'm so excited. Yeah,
Wow.
the trailer looked incredible. Everything I was hoping it would be. So I'm not gonna. I am like just counting the days, counting
7
the
months.
seconds, counting the months until that movie comes out.
7 months.
But yeah. You have any final thoughts on that, Jake?
I'm just gonna say, wait and see.
Wait and see.
Tell those people, wait and see. And that was a teaser.
That was a teaser.
That wasn't even a trailer. That was
He
a
gave
teaser.
us so much to talk about.
Hey,
with what
the
he showed,
teaser got waves. And now the teaser. I mean, come on.
Yeah. And then let's also just lastly right here talk a little Avengers Doomsday. We haven't really been talking much about the MCU yet on this pod.
Who?
Avengers Doomsday.
Cares.
Okay, you got me there.
Sweat.
Yeah, I'll just start with you.
Sorry, that was mean.
Tell me about your thoughts on it.
I feel bad about that a little bit, but those honestly are my thoughts on that
Really?
On that subject. Yeah, I mean, we all saw the leaks of Captain America, and then they said, you know what, fuck it, fine, we'll release it officially, the Captain America,
movie.
and no one really cares. And the people who do care think it's a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
And this is coming from a guy whose favorite MCU character
is Captain America.
Steve Rogers. I don't care at all. I don't care at all. I feel like it's no secret neither of us were the biggest fans of what they've been doing with the current MCU. But even I think it's extremely disrespectful to just completely say, you know what? Yeah, last 8 years, Anthony Mackie's Captain America, everybody, let's just bring back everybody else. It's disrespectful to those characters. It's disrespectful to those actors. It's disrespectful to the fans.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it'll make sense narratively. Maybe it will. Obviously I haven't seen the movie yet. But I mean, we don't even know what Doom looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And this movie comes out in about a year. RDJ, right when they released the official Captain America teaser, then the Thor one leaks. I watched the Thor one that was leaked this afternoon.
Mm-hmm. How was that? Also just like whatever?
That one's not as bad because Thor was still in
the MCU,
right, yeah. And it's very much like Thor from Infinity War vibes, actually.
Really? Okay.
He's like badass, like praying, like I'm a Stormbreaker, protect. But it's also like he's a father, so he's like, I want to protect my daughter.
Right.
That dynamic is new. That's new. It's cool. The third trailer. So
Steve Rogers is a father too. A lot of that going around.
Oh, yes.
Steve Rogers being a father.
Yeah.
Not that I really care. I don't want to see that anymore. Yeah. I don't want to see Steve Rogers anymore. That's fine.
I don't know what they're doing with that.
They really just can't leave a good thing alone.
Teaser,
mm-hmm.
For that to be your first teaser for Doomsday, so they're doing the 4 trailers. They got the Captain America one, which is now officially released as of today. Then they have the Thor one, which is leaked for a couple of days now, so it's probably going to be officially released in a few days. The third trailer is going to be a Doom trailer, which that will actually be interesting, and I'm actually excited to see that.
But it'll be
and then after the Doom trailer,
but it'll be Robert Downey Jr., which still isn't great, but
Which
whatever.
like it's still like that's hey Iron Man. So it's still we're circling we're at the whatever. And then the trailer after that will be the official trailer. And what
Okay.
all the X-Men are in this movie too?
What is actually going on?
What is this movie? I feel like
there's two separate Avengers like teams right now, aren't there?
Yes.
There's Thunderbolts and then the main squad.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So, and there's like a million. There's so many directions for this to go. There's the Fantastic Four too, and there's characters we haven't seen in like 5 years. There's Shang-Chi. We don't know what's happening with the Eternals. It's like that was just
This
like a
movie
movie
has
that
to
was
be
made for
5
no
hours
reason.
long.
There was Loki, and I haven't watched Loki, the second season. I need to, but I got spoiled for what happens at the end of that, so I won't spoil it to you because I don't think you saw it. But something does happen to where it's like
I know what happens with the
yeah. So that could affect, I guess, the main story going forward. But it's like
But
there's
even
so many
him
things
bringing him
happening.
back.
Huh?
They're bringing him back too. Hiddleston.
Oh, are they? I didn't know that.
Well, they probably are because you're talking about how that could affect stuff.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's just speculation. I actually saw that today on the Escape Pod. Like that was one of their theories that like the multiverse tree would affects things. I'm like, probably. I mean, there's seems to be a lot going on because it's like obviously the multiverse stuff is still happening with if Steve Rogers is involved because it's like the other reality that he went to with Peggy or whatever. So I don't know.
Jonah Hill meme where it's like, yeah, I guess, bro.
Yeah, I guess, bro.
This is just that's my reaction to every single new thing we learn about this movie. Oh, Alan Cummings is coming back as Nightcrawler, and he accidentally let loose that he's going to be fighting Pedro Pascal. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, like yeah, dude, that's sick, dude. We're excited. We're excited.
What is even? I don't. And they're saying. I haven't even seen a fan theory that I like.
They all sound ridiculous.
Like somebody
because you have to make the most ridiculous theory to even explain how this happens, how any of this correlates. I don't understand.
We haven't even seen the main big bad. We haven't even seen Dr. Doom. And not only have we not seen Doom and all these teams, but also Doom is played by Robert Downey Jr. So that's another thing they're going to have to explain. Or is it just Dr. Doom?
Yeah.
And they're not going to acknowledge it because they have to acknowledge that.
According to George Carmy, he said that there's apparently a comic run where Stark becomes Doom. So surely they have to be going with that one, right?
They switch bodies, but that's such a fucking lame cop out.
And I heard it's terrible too. I also heard that it's terrible. So
it's not great.
I don't know why they would go off that comic, but
they used to have the action figure of that actually.
Really?
It was like a Doom Iron Man. Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of disappointment for the MCU. I think I'm more burnt out than you because I've not really loved anything they put out this year. I liked Thunderbolts. I liked it. And everything else was either just like
we were steering in a good direction. We got like Thunderbolts, and then we got Fantastic Four, and like, okay, we're going somewhere. Steve Rogers.
Yep. And
yeah, I guess, bro.
We're not even talking about like the Marvel shows that just exist for seemingly no reason. I don't understand how those could ever affect the main story. Not everything has to be part of the MCU. Maybe that's the philosophy we should start going with, Do I really care to see Matthew Murdock's story intersect with Doom? Not really. How about let's just keep him in his own show? It's
yeah.
And I think the same can be said, even like Hawkeye. Do I really? I mean, separate topic, but what's his name? Who plays Hawkeye again? What's his name?
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner might be done for because of like his recent accusations and stuff. So he might be done with Marvel. soon here. But
What?
yeah, did you hear about the controversy with him, like on his last set or whatever?
Well,
Yeah,
his last set was "Wake Up, Dead Man."
I don't know. Okay, it probably wasn't that.
Was
It
it
was
not?
one of his last sets. Something before that, maybe. I don't know what it was called, but there was a younger woman who I forgot what her name was, making accusations that he was being like harassed or over text or something, and it got pretty popular at the time. So I don't know how badly that's going to affect him, but there's that story, and then there's Kate Bishop. Like, hopefully, we see Haley Steinfeld again. And
She's pregnant.
she is pregnant. Congratulations, Josh Allen, Haley Steinfeld. So happy for you. Not happy, but yeah,
I don't.
I don't know where it's going. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. But still hope
Yeah.
for the best. I hope they can bounce back.
So
really,
on that note, end on a high one.
But yeah, yeah, I think. But yeah, do you have any final thoughts about Doomsday? Or I feel like we kind of got the gist of it out there.
I never thought I'd feel this way about an Avengers movie. I'll just say that.
It's tragic. It's tragic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But again, we could be wrong. We could always be wrong.
Okay, I would.
It's the Russo
love
brothers.
to come
So
on here, and I would love to come on here and say I'm wrong. I would love to.
we'll be going
I
into it
hope
with an
to.
open mind.
Yeah.
We don't see how
Yeah,
it'll
I'm not
connect.
gonna walk in expecting to hate it, but I'm just honestly,
movie, so.
it would be more impressive. It would be impressive if they pulled this off. I would
really
be very,
would.
very impressed.
And I hope they don't just think that little of their audience to where they can just sell us some half-assed fan service stuff. Because that's the vibe that they're selling, but I really hope that they have something of substance to the story. You know, because you can't just introduce all this new stuff and not have a plan. And it feels like Kevin Feige's been back into a corner for some time now. And right now is the movie to like address what's going on. Because we're all confused here. And
yeah,
the
it
movies
feels
haven't
like
been good
RDJ is
for
the
the past
panic
couple years.
button.
Yeah, no question about that.
And then Chris Evans is the double panic button.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like that, it literally feels like they're just grasping at straws now, and on some level, I think it is because they know we're that stupid. Because people will still pack out those theaters every time for a Marvel movie. You know, like unfortunately, that's the truth. Like Marvel owns the theaters. I think that's why a lot of filmmakers hate Marvel because it's just like it really is just they have this hold on the industry. They just do, and I think it was well deserved for its time. But since 2019, 2018, it should have been over. Should have been over after that. Truthfully, I think everyone knows this deep down. So, yeah. But we'll go into it with an open mind. That being said, we are way more excited for the Odyssey and for doing part 3. Yes. So that should be everyone's priority. If you want our professional opinion on that. But
big time.
But yeah. That being said, I think we've wrapped up here. Merry Christmas to everyone.
Very Merry Christmas. We paused, but it's okay. I'm still going. I'm here. I actually don't know if I'm the one that's paused or he is. I'm going to assume that he's the one that paused because
weird.
We're doing it. We're there. We're back.
So that was weird. Yeah, I don't know what happened. No, but yeah, no, we hope all you guys are doing well. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Please comment about any future podcasts, ideas for games, things like that. Don't know when the next episode will be. I think we're both pretty busy right now, so we'll communicate on that and hopefully not have it be too long for another one. But let us know what you thought, and we hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you, everybody.
Yep. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.